The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Satter wants the ball. He's going to maybe tee it up for 11-3. He got it! 11 3-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable.
Now here come the Fusion the other way. Nice ball in towards Kamai. Kamai able to set it down. Kamai beating the keeper. Shot on the way, and Kamai scores. 1-0 for the Fusion, and it's
1-2 pitch. Line shot up the middle. One run will score. Deer rounding third. He's coming to the plate. Actually,
Verwest, they center in front. Scarbrug down low, loose in front, in for a goal. South Shaley gets the first goal of this East Region title.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth.
Okay, ladies and
Show
gentlemen.
starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and football fans of all ages, welcome to this Magnitude Sports presentation of high school football here in Minnesota. We've got a Section 8 double matchup here at beautiful Byrne Weekly Field in Park Rapids between the Warroad Warriors and the Park Rapids Panthers. A beautiful night with my good friend Mike Mason. He's going to be with me with the call here. Mike, how you been this week?
Oh, it's been a crazy week, but it's been, in addition to broadcasting sports, I've been moving our office to a new location. So even though we've only had 3 games this week, I feel like this is the 10th or 11th game I've done just on that busy scale, So.
Yes, no, it's the time goes, but sometimes it's the mileage that can get a guy, right?
Exactly.
Yep. So, no, we are here at Park Rapids, and we've got a battle of 2 teams here coming in at 1-1 on the season. And but first of all, before we get into the teams, we want to thank you, the viewer, first of all, for checking in. The beauty of technology allows folks that cannot be here to be here and watch online, and we want to thank our sponsors. First, our sponsors tonight, we have Frontier Airlines. Visit flyfrontier.com today to learn about the Go Wild Pass and lock in one-way flights in and out of both Fargo and Minneapolis for as low as $15. Great Clips. Download the Great Clips app from the App Store to find the location nearest you today. Dakota Fins and Feathers. If you love hunting and fishing, then you'll love Dakota Fins and Feathers on YouTube. Subscribe to their channel today. And we want to also thank Budget Blinds for being a sponsor. Also, we have Racer Construction from Park Rapids. Thank you to them. Wolf and Simon Real Estate, Park Rapids Football, and we have True North Mechanical. And we want to thank those sponsors here this afternoon, this evening. So looking at these teams, so we have both teams coming in. Warroad comes into this game with a 1-1 record. Week 1, they hosted St. Cloud Cathedral to open the season up in Warroad, and St. Cloud Cathedral, a very reputable program in all of their sports. They've made multiple state tournament appearances in baseball, basketball, swimming, you name it. Warroad got off to a 12-0 lead in that game in the first half, but Cathedral scored 22 unanswered, and Cathedral was holding on to a 22-12 lead in the fourth quarter, but Warroad came back to score a pair of touchdowns, including a 90-yard punt return touchdown by junior Zachary Rose. Pretty epic way to win a game, and the Warriors edged the Crusaders by 2. Then last week, Warroad hosted Pelican Rapids. A little bit different story. Pelican Rapids steamrolled their way to a 48-0 win up in Warroad. The Vikings held a 42-0 lead at half, and it rode to a 48-0 win over Warroad. The Warriors allowed 238 yards on the ground, 90 yards in the air. The Warriors also had 2 turnovers inside of their own 10-yard line in the second quarter, which led to the Pelican Rapids offensive output. Totally, Warroad had 4 turnovers. So I think heading into this game, Warroad, talked to Coach Brandon Barker just a minute ago. Said last week, we took 2 steps backward. We want to take 2 or 3 steps forward this week. So Barker, yes, he's the head coach. This is his first year as the head coach of the football program. Longtime Legion baseball coach. He's taken the Warroad Legion team to multiple district titles and state tournaments. He's ready to get the Warroad Warriors back on track. Some recent history for Warroad. They've been a pretty reputable program since 2017. They're 29-29. And Mike, I think if you're a 500 football team, you see a lot of a team. There are scores that come through 40-0, 48-0, 62-6. And there's a lot of either haves or have-nots, but for a program to be, kind of up and down, but kind of middle of the ground, that's some programs will take that.
Yeah, you always got to find those bright spots, and then you got to turn those negatives into positives some way, and that's one way to look at it. And I still, and this is my personal opinion, I think maybe some of the sections need to be realigned a little bit, because I think like these two teams here might put on a very good game, but if Warroad plays, say, Barnesville, for example, or Park Rapids plays Barnesville, that's probably going to be a lopsided victory or a lopsided loss for both of these teams. But when these two teams come together, it's probably going to be a little bit more of a closer battle.
Absolutely.
So, when you see those like 40-0 scores, or those 52-0 or 52-7 scores, kind of take those with a grain of salt almost, yeah.
Yes, no. And so, Warroad, in recent history, 2017 was their last really, really super solid year. They went 8-2 that year, lost in the section semifinals to Holly. Their last season with a playoff win was 2021. They were 6-4. Defeated Crookston in the opening round, 42-18, before losing to Barnesville in the section semis. Last year, kind of a down year for the Warriors, 2-7. They had big wins against Roseau and Fosston, but lost to Crookston 43-8 in the first round. Warroad's history has some pretty colorful history of state football. They've made state 4 times: 1986, 87, 92, and most recently 2011. 2011, something was in the water for Warroad as they edged Barnesville in the Section 8AA semis that year, 21-20 down in Barnesville. And then they nipped Holly in the section title game, 14-7. A little bit different story that season, because in 2011, Holly and Warroad played in the regular season finale, and Holly nipped them, got them 55-48 that year. But Warroad made the state. They beat Paynesville and made it to the Metrodome and lost to Caledonia. So the history's there for Warroad. They have put it together. They're a quality program in all their sports, and they're looking to get in the win column again.
Yeah, and to edge out Barnesville by 1, I know that was a few years ago, but it's been a handful of years where only a few teams have actually defeated Barnesville in Barnesville. Holly being one of them about 6 years ago, and I think Barnesville maybe has 2 losses in 6 seasons at home. Yep. So it's you could say that they're the measuring stick of this area of football, and any team that plays them is going to come out a little bit better football team in the end.
Absolutely. No. Let's shift gears to the home team, Park Rapids Panthers, and boy, there's a lot of positives here with Park Rapids. First of all, they're coming into this game 1-1. The head coach is Jeremy Nordic. He's also the athletic director, and also will be serving as the head boys basketball coach this year. So Coach Nordic wearing lots of hats here at Park Rapids, but boy, talking to him in pregame, he's very excited. He's all in, getting his kids prepared, and he's got some good things going. I know with him, talking to him, 2 keys right away were getting off to a good start and just avoiding giving up the big plays. So Park Rapids, longtime member of Section 8 3A, they appealed to the high school league here after they reclassified in the spring and appealed to move down to Section 8 2A. And the reasoning was just, if we could move down, gives the kids a little bit of a lifeline. They were 5-47 in the last 6 seasons. And the high school league approved that, so now they're in Section 8AA. And also big news, too, Park Rapids, along with Staples Motley, will be joining the Heart of Lakes Conference for all sports beginning in 2024-25. So this kind of makes that transition, a little bit easier and earlier. So, so here we go. You go from kind of that gloom and doom, kind of some tough years, to they're 1-1. And at the AP poll this week, they got 4 votes in the AP poll, and they're technically 19th in Class 2A, so they're off to a good start. Week 1, they went down to Fergus Falls, hot, muggy day on Labor Day Friday there, and they scored 3 touchdowns in their first 3 possessions in Fergus, and held a 28-27 lead in the fourth quarter, but then 5 second-half turnovers kind of doomed their night, and they ended up losing 42-28. The defense allowed 215 rushing yards to Fergus, and there were some big plays in that game. And Park Rapids got stymied in the running game a little bit, 65 yards, 24 carries, 2.7 yards per carry. That's going to be tough. But the Park Rapids has a outstanding senior quarterback, Noah Morris. He was 11-21, had a couple of TD passes, TD rushes, 266 yards, and had a big day there. But so tough loss in Fergus, but then last week Park Rapids went over to Crookston and had a huge 35-7 win. Huge on so many levels. One, it was their first win since September 24th of 2021. So start with the positives,
Yep.
right? They got into the win column, an emphatic win. It was a scoreless first quarter. The team traded some turnovers. Coach Nordic just said, yeah, it was pretty sluggish. But second quarter, they scored 14 points, had a 40-yard touchdown reception by Ryan Carroll, and then Noah Morris ran it in for 4 yards. And also, too, on that first drive, Mike, they converted 4 fourth downs on one drive. Which is pretty amazing. They had Morris had runs of 4 yards on 4th and 1, 2 yards on a 4th and 1. He had 14 yards on a 4th and 12, and the drive ended for a 29-yard touchdown pass to Matt Johanning on a 4th and 15 with 15 seconds. So
Wow.
That's a pretty impressive drive. I wish I could have seen that one. So. And then they took advantage of Crookston's mistakes. Crookston tried an onside kick to start the second half. Panthers recovered, and they were able to get another touchdown, and they ran away with a 35-7. So Park Rapids and Warroad, they're both sitting at 1-1 in the section. And, we talked earlier, Barnesville, it's going to go through Barnesville, right? Defending state champions.
More than likely.
Perennial powerhouse. Right behind them, you have Hawley and Pelican Rapids. Pelican Rapids and Barnesville play tonight down in Pelican, so that's going to be, I think, a pretty much of a dogfight of a game. And Hawley, they tough first week. They lost to Perm 24-0, but rebounded nicely against Frazee and had a huge game last night up in Roseau. They defeated the Roseau Rams 34-14. So you got Barnesville, you got Pelican and Hawley right there, and I think one of these two teams kind of want to be in that discussion, right? And with 8 teams now in the section, the first 2 rounds are high seed, and that first round it'll be a Tuesday night game, and with Section 8AA covers just about all corners of northwest Minnesota. So do you want to play a home game, a game in your backyard that first round, or do you want to make a 3 or 4 hour drive? I think everybody wants to play at home. So I see this game as a possible Section 8AA first round preview. They're sitting 4-5 right now, and I think it's going to be big. I think playoffs, you throw seeds out the window, but at the same time, too, any way you can stack the odds in your favor, right? You can do that. So great opportunity for both teams, and it should be a great ball game.
Yeah, we're about a minute away from the national anthem and all that cool stuff. While we have that final minute, let's take a look at your keys of the game, which I apparently forgot to program the button for that. Oh, well, never mind. Well, we'll put it on screen anyway because that's cool to have it on screen. At least that's my philosophy on it.
Here's a look at what needs to be done to win this game.
We'll start with Warroad. Those screen passes could be vital. We were talking about it off air. You might see a lot of passing in this game, and I think one way to get around that Panther defense is to get those screen passes in. And then every down is 4th and 4 mentality. And, I used to coach junior high football back in my late, just out of high school days. And that's one thing that we always preach was, get 4 yards on every play if at all possible. So, you don't want to settle for those 1 or 2 yard, and then avoid those slant passes that go over the middle, and that pretty much applies to any football team on the planet. But if you don't turn the ball over, basically what that's saying is if you don't turn the ball over, then you're going to keep the ball and you're going to keep the other team off the scoreboard. And for Park Rapids, get that run game going, and it may take a few passes to get the run game going, but Warroad's used to defending the pass, so get the run game going and then play smart defense. Don't be afraid to pull off some trickery. Maybe a fake punt, maybe a flea flicker, something like that. Catch Warroad off guard. Might be able to only do it once a game, but it might result in 6 points, and that gives you a 6-point advantage if it does. So those are your keys of the game. Any thoughts on that one, Bo?
No, I think both teams like to throw it around a little bit, but I think, teams, when it matters most, they get the run game going, and I think both teams have had kind of peaks and valleys of finishing games, right? Park Rapids in week 1 didn't finish. Coach Nordic said they ran out of gas a little bit, and they're looking to be better at finishing, while Warroad, too, you go a week without scoring. boy, you got to be licking your chops here. So
Yeah.
I think those are great keys to the game there for sure. Boy, if you've never been to this field, boy, the field runs north to south, and we're looking to the east here. Phenomenal complex here. You got some construction going on. They're in the middle of phase 1 of a phase 2 building project, and so they're getting some things there. Tucked back to our right, wonderful baseball facility complex there. So a lot of great things here in Park Rapids, and yeah, it's fun to come to a place you've never been, and when you've been a lot of places, but yet you still get to go somewhere new. Boy, I'm really impressed with the facilities and the vibe here. We got the color guard here, a lot of energy here at the field, and let's go play some football.
All right, and with that, they're going to be doing the color guard and the national anthem coming up here, so we'll be back with your starting lineups after this break here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
At Great Clips, we use clip notes to save NHL player Cale Makar's haircut details, so he's always confident in his hockey hair. Because with a name like Cale, you gotta sport great salad. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Racer Construction. Call them today, 218-252-2120, for all your earthwork and excavation needs. They specialize in residential and commercial building sites, roads, driveways, and septic systems. They serve Becker, Hubbard, and the surrounding counties. The world is our sandbox, and our toys are big enough to play in it. Racer Construction, 218-252-2120. Good luck, Park Rapids Panthers.
Discover the perfect property for your needs and budget. Whether you're looking to buy or sell your home, find a cabin for the weekend family gatherings, or a lot for your dream home. Get started on your next adventure at wolfsimonrealestate.com. Browse the featured listings or utilize the advanced search tools to find exactly what you're looking for, like a city home, a country home, lake lot, acreages, or even commercial buildings. Wolf and Simon Real Estate, 1217 1st Street East in Park Rapids, or call 218-237-7770.
True North Mechanical LLC serves the Park Rapids area and surrounding counties. If you need quality heating and cooling services, then you're in the right place. Give us a call for all of your air conditioning, radiant heat, or heat system needs. We accept calls 24 hours a day and are licensed, bonded, and insured for your protection. We look forward to hearing from you. Visit our website at truenorthmech.com. That's truenorth.com. Or call us at 218-252-4877.
All right, you can find us online on our website, magnitudesn.com, on MagnitudeSN on YouTube, Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Magnitude Sports, fully spelled out, on Instagram. Click on that website. You can check out our schedule. And you can see here that we have Park Rapids and Warroad tonight. DGF taking on Park Rapids in volleyball on Tuesday. So Panther fans, circle Tuesday on your calendar and also circle Thursday on your calendar. So Park Rapids Panthers volleyball team on the road at DGF Tuesday, and then they're home against Attican on Thursday. And that will bring us back to our live camera here. Mike Mason alongside Bo. And, Bo, we're seconds away from kickoff here. Any final thoughts?
No, just, again, beautiful night. The fans are filing in here on the Park Rapids side. Pretty full house here, getting close. And, yeah, just, excited to see two teams that I haven't seen much of, that heard much about this year. But Friday Night Lights, I think that third week, the first couple of weeks, really, you kind of know what you have. But now you really kind of know what kind of hand you're dealt with, and now you're looking to make those big moves forward. So always a treat, too. Our officials tonight, we got from the Lakes Area Association, Rick Benham, Daryl Spiegelberg, Brandon Johnson, Art Specht, and a name that a lot of people would recognize, Phil Hansen, former NDSU and Buffalo Bills standout. Mr. Hansen does a lot of high school events here, football, basketball, so it's always fun to see him around.
I need to dig up that Phil Hansen promo we used to air about 3 years ago.
Yeah. And Warroad kicks it off and recovered there by number 16, Aiden Monham. So looks like the Panthers will start up just a little bit past the 20, looks like the 22-yard line, Mike.
22-yard line.
And, we apologize. We're trying out a new scoreboard system, and there's more than 157. It's 11:57. If you can continue to chit-chat, I'll fix the clock.
So we've got 1st and 10 here now for Park Rapids. Ball be spotted at the 22. Number 4, Noah Morris, the quarterback for the Panthers. He is a senior. In the backfield will be number 9, Jaden Whalen. He's a sophomore, number 9. Beautiful night here at Park Rapids, and looking to see if they can get something started here right away. Morris, shotgun formation, receiver in motion. Receivers left and right. Ball snap. Morris scrambles out, and he's looking deep. He's got number 8. Ryan Carroll, incomplete. Pass was incomplete, but we do have some laundry on the field. A flag on the play. Number 34 for the Warriors. Sam Hard had the coverage.
All right.
It's going to be pass interference against Warroad. So huge break for Park Rapids right off the get-go. I like that they're rolling the dice here to try to get something going, and it pays dividends for Park Rapids right away. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty. Park Rapids is going to have the football now, 1st and 10 from their own 37. So you're looking to get a good break right away, Mike. Park Rapids sure got one.
Yeah, they sure did. And now we're about to see. Park Rapids, I'm not going to say it right now because I don't want to jinx anything. I'll say it in the post-game show.
Okay.
We'll save it for the post-game show here.
So Morris back shotgun. We've got slot receiver, receivers left and right. Landon Strasburg, that's a junior. He's in motion. Morris gets the snap. And it's a keeper to the left side. Morris heads up field. He's got some room. And first down yardage and more. And he's brought down by number 56, Logan Kavarnlaw. And ladies and gentlemen, that's another Park Rapids first down.
Yeah, nice run there. After losing some yardage on that penalty, they pick it all back up pretty much right away. And now they're across midfield, and they're ready. They're rocking and rolling early here at Vern Weekly Field.
So Park Rapids inside Warroad territory. They got it 1st and 10 from the 45. No score here in Park Rapids. We're just getting started here. 11:30 left in the first quarter. Noah Morris, again, number 4, the quarterback. Number 1, Blake Morris in motion. Morris gets it, scrambles to his right side, throws, pass is incomplete. The pass was intended for junior number 12, Landon Strasburg, and number 34 against Sam Hard in the vicinity there. They're going to the well. Hard got called for a pass interference play, the first play of the game, so they're seeing if maybe they could get their hand in the cookie jar and take a cookie again, but not this time. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Park Rapids on the Warroad 45. 20 seconds on the play clock and counting. Here's the snap. Morris pitches it. Ball carrier, number 4, Noah Morris. Gain of about 2 yards.
Gain of about 3.
Tackle made by Reeves, Tafiri Reeves with the stop. And gain of a couple. You know, you want to get forward motion there, and they did that time after that incomplete pass. So now you got 3rd and long here, 3rd and about 8 from the Warroad 30, correction, we'll take that from the Warroad 43-yard line. Morris is on the left side. We've got Strasburg in the slot. And the snap to Morris. Heads to his right side, looking left. He's being pursued, and he's going to get wrapped up. Boy, he gets wrapped up quickly by the senior, number 51, Shank Stricker. Nowhere to go. Great coverage by the Warriors secondary. Nothing doing. Forced out of bounds. Stricker made a nice tackle there, wrapped him up low, gained, maybe he gained a yard. It's going to bring up 4th down, and now you're kind of in that purgatory area where, you know, you could punt it and pin him deep. But it looks like Park Rapids is going to go for it in this part of the field, which probably isn't the worst thing here early on. You got a home crowd here. You want to put on a good show for the fans, and that's what they're going to do. So Park Rapids has it 4th and 7, 9:47 left here in the first quarter. Play clock under 10. Noah Morris, low snap. He grabs it, shoestring catch. He scrambles to its left. He's looking upfield, and he's got a man, and it's caught. And that's going to be a first down. And, fumble ball came out, and it looks like Warroad recovered it. Unbelievable. Warroad has the football. Unbelievable. So Morris completes the pass. Ball was stripped. Warroad gets the ball back. Trying to see in the scrum here who ended up with it.
Morris's pass complete to number 7, Matt Johanning.
Matt Johanning with the catch, and we do have a penalty marker on the field late. I did not see that. So, wow, lots of things going on here, and the officiating crew are going to come back, and they're going to talk things out. So we've got holding against Park Rapids. Warroad's definitely going to decline that penalty, and they're going to take that turnover. So Park Rapids coach Nordic talked to Wrigley Clark of Park Rapids, and Grover threw it right to him. Wrigley gets that interception. Boy, that was just a really gutsy heads-up play there. And boy, if you're Park Rapids, that's exactly what you want to get the momentum back in your favor. We do have more laundry on the field, though. We have a penalty on the field, and what do we have? We have a face mask against the Warriors, and this was after the interception. So they're going to mark that penalty yardage off here, and they're going to essentially put Park Rapids in pretty good field position here. We have 8:40 left in the first quarter, Mike. We've had a lot of fireworks here. Pass interference call. We've had some penalties, two turnovers. Holy cow.
Yeah, no, and then on behind the scenes here, I'm giving up on our new scoreboard technology here. So we're going to give you verbal down and distance and verbal clock, and we'll give you a score that doesn't flash between 0 and 10.
We've got 8:40 left, 1st and 10 from the Warrior 25. Morris in shotgun. And he takes the snap. He goes to his left. He cuts up the middle. And, boy, that's going to be a nice gain. Nice run right up the middle by Morris. Brought down by Ben Norris of Warroad. Senior safety brings him down. So Norris takes down Morris. Nice take up the middle. And, boy, that's going to be closer. First down, not quite, about a 9-yard gain. They did get first down yardage. They did get first down yardage, so it'll be 1st and 10 now for Park Rapids at the Warroad 15-yard line. Really impressed with Morris. He's really put together. Seeing some nice moves, getting up into the open field. Very confident player. So 1st and 10, shotgun formation, takes the snap, pitches it to number 9, Jaden Whalen. And Whalen is wrapped up, nowhere to go. Nothing doing there for Park Rapids. Logan Gustafson with the stop among other Warriors. Logan Gustafson, number 49, he is a sophomore. And, yuck, loss of about 5, so that's going to make it 2nd and 15 for Park Rapids. Park Rapids here, you don't have to get it all in one play here. Get some forward motion, make that 3rd down a little more manageable here. We got trips to the right side, receiver to the left. Got a pro formation here, looks like. And Morris is in shotgun again. He takes the snap, heads to his right, looking downfield. And nobody open. He's got to do something. Oh, he finds. Oh, and it's complete. And Morris completes that pass.
Morris's pass complete to number 8, Ryan Carroll.
Completes it to, number 8, Ryan Carroll. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Carroll is a junior. And another nice play that let that play develop and was able to find the seam in Warroad's defense. And again, like we talked about, don't need to get it all on a 3rd and 15, but when you get 12, that makes 3rd down manageable. So we got 3rd and 3, balls at the Warroad 7, and you got to think that this is 4 down territory for sure. I'm not sure what Park Rapids has got for the kicking game. Maybe we won't find out. Here's the snap. Morris sees. Oh, that's going to be in the end zone. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a touchdown, a 7-yard touchdown from Noah Morris to Blake Morris. And that's exactly what Park Rapids needed. You go down the field, you have a turnover, you get the ball right back, and you put 6 up on the board, Mike.
Yeah, and unfortunately I didn't see that play to provide any extra commentary on that, as I'm having a nightmare with our scoreboard here, and I apologize to our viewers. And most of our viewers know that our scoreboard is not this nightmarish, if that's even a word. But
it is tonight, Mike. We're good. So Park Rapids, the extra point attempt, it is up, and that kick is good. Jaden Whalen with the kick, and Whalen now is 10 for 10 on extra points on the season. So striking while it's hot. So we got 6:36 left in the first quarter. It's Park Rapids 7 and Warroad 0.
Racer Construction. Call them today, 218-252-2120, for all your earthwork and excavation needs. They specialize in residential and commercial building sites, roads, driveways, and septic systems. They serve Becker, Hubbard, and the surrounding counties. The world is our sandbox, and our toys are big enough to play in it. Racer Construction, 218-252-2120. Good luck, Park Rapids Panthers. All right, welcome back. So Bo's going to take over the play-by-play. I'm going to fix the scoreboard. As soon as the scoreboard's fixed, I'm going to join Bo on commentary.
Hey,
Sound like a plan?
Good. That sounds great. Yep,
okay.
You betcha. I always had a face for radio, so this works out okay to be on the other side here, so we're good. So Jaden Whalen will kick it deep for Park Rapids. And, Warroad, boy, they're looking just to, sustain a drive here and get back at it. Whalen's kick, it's a pretty good one. Returned by number 5. Oh, boy, and looks like we got, what do we got here? All right.
It looked like the ball came loose, and then I think Warroad got it back.
Rose with the return. Ball popped out. Rose got back on it, and so Warroad narrowly averts another turnover. And, looking to see if Warroad can get back on track here. We got 6:29 left in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Park Rapids is holding a 7-0 lead. Warroad football 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Liam Grover, the quarterback, he is a junior. Zach Rose, a junior, number 5. He is the halfback. Ben Norris, senior fullback, number 21. Grover in shotgun. We got trips to the left side, single receiver to the right. And Grover takes it up the middle, and he's bumbling, stumbling, and he comes up to the 30-yard line. A nice carry up the middle, brought down by the defensive end for Park Rapids, the junior Ryan Carroll. So good start for Warroad here. Again, forward motion here. It'll be 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4 from just inside of the Warroad 30-yard line. Fans still filing in to Vern Weekly Field here. We got a great crowd here on hand on a drop-dead gorgeous night for football. Wow, this is, if you're not here, you should be, because it's just a great night here in Park Rapids. Shotgun formation, ball snapped, and Rose has the football. Some hard-fought yardage there. He's going to be close, and I think we're going to have a timeout for a measurement. Oh, no, he got first down yardage. First down for Warroad. Rose with a nice carry. Gain of about 5. So Warroad gets their first down of the night. First and 10 for Warroad from their own 34. We have 5:30 left here in the first quarter. Single receivers left and right. Liam Grover, the quarterback, shotgun formation. Grover has it, looks right, pass in. Oh, it's still, oh boy, did he get it? No, he didn't. Incomplete pass. So Grover looked to his right side. Ball was deflected. Pass was intended for number 14, or excuse me, number 9, Cannon Hoffman. Ball was deflected, and about 3 different Panthers had an opportunity to get their mitts on it, couldn't come up with it. So that'll just simply go down in the books as an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10. 5:07 left in the first quarter. Warroad has the football on their own 34. Slot receiver on the right. And single receivers left and right. Grover, shotgun formation. And he takes the snap with 7 seconds left on the play clock, scrambles right, and that's a pass, and that's complete. Pass complete over the middle for Warroad.
Complete to number 87, Luke Billingsley.
Pass is complete to number 87, Luke Billingsley, sophomore. He gets that pass, and it's about an 8-yard gain for Billingsley. It's going to leave a 3rd and short. Warroad looking to sustain a drive here. And I think their best, at this point, the way things have looked early, their best defense is their offense on the field. So they need to pick up this first down, 3rd and 2. Grover's calling the signal. 10 on the play clock. Trying to get him jumped off sides, doesn't work. Grover has it. He goes back, looks to his right, and that ball is incomplete. That pass incomplete, intended for Logan Gustafson, number 49. And Park Rapids had number 5, Wrigley Clark, with the coverage, and along with number 2, Carter Hurt. So no doing on that, but boy, big decision here for Warroad. You got 4th and 2 on your side of the field. You've turned it over once. You gave up a score, and you didn't score it all last week. So, opportunity to either pin them deep or go for it, and it looks like they're going to go for it. Not to be a fortune teller, but maybe I'm thinking they're going to get it to Rose, but I could be crazy. We'll see what happens. 4th and 2, 43-yard line, 4:16 left in the first quarter, and Grover's going to take it, and he's going to get it. He's got the first down and more. Nice, hard 5-yard run right up the middle for the Warriors. Tackle was made by Park Rapids, number 55, Mason Nicias, and that'll be a first down for Warroad. When it comes down to it, you got a situation like that, you got to put the ball in your playmaker's hands, and no better person than that than the quarterback. Liam Grover, Jr., number 12, nice run up the middle on the keeper. And Warroad still in business. 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Warroad has it 1st and 10 on their own 47. Slot receiver left and wide receiver to the left. 10 on the play clock. Grover in shotgun. He takes the snap, and he's going to take it himself, and not much there. Maybe a yard on the keeper.
Again. Tackled by number 66.
Not much there for Warroad.
Gain of 1 on the play brings up
1-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. That tackle made by number 66, Tony Teig. He's a 6 foot, 250-pound senior.
2nd down and 9 for the Warriors.
Warroad looking to get on the Panther side of the field here. 2nd and 10, 3:15 left in the first quarter. Park Rapids leads Warroad 7-0 here on Magnitude Sports. Grover shotgun formation, 4 receivers for the Warriors. Grover steps back, he's looking left, and that pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for number 5, Zach Rose. For Park Rapids, number 16, Aiden Monham with the coverage. Looked like he maybe got away with a little hold there initially, but nonetheless, the officials didn't see it. Officials are never wrong. They always know what's going on, and we want to thank our officials out here today, because without them, Mike, we just be having recess, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just checking your pulse. You're still here with us. Thank you, Mike. So we got 3rd and 10, 3:01 left, first quarter. Park Rapids 7, Warroad nothing. Play clock's at 10. Grover shotgun formation. We got 4 receivers. Grover, and we've got, that doesn't look good. It looks like we got some movement up front, and it's going to be false start against Warroad. That's going to move him back, moving him the wrong direction. Park Rapids will take that on 3rd down, so going from a 3rd and about 9, we're going to make it about 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14 for the Warriors.
So shoot, Warroad getting a couple first downs, and they already had 3rd and long, and now it's 3rd and longer. But again, Grover, he's made some plays, and he's the guy that's got to get it done here. 3rd and they're going to call it 3rd and 15 on the scoreboard here. I'll call it 3rd and 14. 3rd and 14 from the Warroad 43, and we got Reeves in motion. Ball snapped to Grover. Grover looks, gets it into Reeves' hands. Oh, there's nothing doing. Grover with the pass complete to Reeves. Brought down by number 4, Noah Morris. And, boy, that's going to be a loss of about 3. Loss of 4. It's going to be 4th now and about close to 20. They're going to have it on their 39-yard line, and Warroad's going to be forcing a little bit of a drive there. I think they got some confidence there, but, you don't want to stall out there. And now, Park Rapids has an opportunity. They've looked really good on offense outside of the turnover that they had. They've looked really solid here, and now they have a chance to go up by 2 scores here early or late in the first quarter. We got 2:01 here at Vern Weekly Field. 2:01 in the first quarter. 1st and 10. Park Rapids, ball spotted from their own 42. Noah Morris at quarterback. He's scrambling to his right side. He's looking deep, and he's got someone deep, and it's going to be incomplete. That pass was intended for Ryan Carroll. The ball was just a little bit underthrown, and, a little bit short. Number 34, Sam Hart, again on the coverage for Warroad, along with number 12, Liam Grover. So we got a lot of two-way players for both teams, so I think this will, it should play a little bit of a factor possibly later in the game. Fortunately, it's not, 95 degrees with 90% humidity. We got a great night here for football here at Park Rapids. So we got 2nd and 10. So it looks like there was a pass interference call. Okay, so we've got 1st and 10. Correction, roughing the passer penalty. Roughing the passer penalty. So we missed that, ladies and gentlemen. Roughing the passer penalty on Warroad. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Panthers now in Warroad territory. Ball spotted at the 44. Morrison shotgun, straight back, drops. He scrambles out to the right side. He's got some room. He's going to take it, and he's going to head upfield. And he's forced out of bounds by number 21, Ben Norris. That's going to be a Park Rapids 1st down. Boy, fun to watch Morris as he gets out in the open field. He had 3 or 4 different reads, didn't see anything, and it opened wide up on the right side. He was able to scamper down the field and gain some serious yards, about a 20-yard run. 1:45 left in the first quarter. We have Park Rapids 7, Warroad 0 here on Magnitude Sports, live and direct from Park Rapids. 1st and 10 from the Warroad 24. Morris again in shotgun. He receives that snap, and it's a handoff. Up the middle to the left side, handoff to number 9, Jaden Whalen. 1st down yardage for sure. We've got 2 separate flags on the field. Boy, we're going to have to sort this out.
There are multiple flags on the play.
So initially the gain was about a 12-yard run for Whalen. But we got 2 flags on the play, and we're going to see what's going on. Officiating crew, they're talking it over. 1:37 left here in the first quarter.
All right, I'm back. Thank you for covering. Thank you for being patient. You saw some live editing work on air there, and we'll get the clock in sync here in about 9 seconds. So
holding called against the Panthers.
So we've got holding against the Panthers, and that was declined. And unsportsmanlike penalty called against the Panthers. So that's going to move them the wrong direction, Mike. Shoot, they're getting some momentum here, and then you're moving the other way. That's not what you want here.
Well, the last time I saw them move the wrong direction, they gained all those lost yardage back on one play. So we'll see if me returning to the microphone helps them out or not.
Sure.
Not that that's the purpose of me being on the microphone, but
we've got, it's going to be first and 10 now.
Will have it first and 25.
First and 25. First and 25 from Warroad's 37-yard line. So first and 25 from the Warroad 37.
Timeout called on the field.
We've got a timeout, I believe, Mike, taken by Park Rapids here.
we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Discover the perfect property for your needs and budget. Whether you're looking to buy or sell your home, find a cabin for the weekend family gatherings, or a lot for your dream home. Get started on your next adventure at wolfsimonrealestate.com. Browse the featured listings or utilize the advanced search tools to find exactly what you're looking for, like a city home, a country home, lake lot, acreages, or even commercial buildings. Wolf & Simon Real Estate, 1217 1st Street East in Park Rapids, or call 218-237-7770.
Okay, welcome back to Vern Weekly Field. Park Rapids took their first time out of the first half. They've got 2 left. 1:36 left in quarter number 1. The Panthers are looking to put another score on the board. They had a big first down play, but a personal or unsportsmanlike conduct penalty negated that and backed them up. So we got first and 25 from the Warroad Warrior 37-yard line as the Panthers look to continue their drive. Panthers lead at 7-0. Morris takes the snap, looking left, goes downfield. He's got a man, and that ball is caught. What a catch by number 1, Blake Morris. That ball was a little bit underthrown, and he made a heck of an adjustment to come back to that football, Mike, to make that catch.
Yeah, and it almost looked like, well, like you said, he underthrew it, and then that's how he separated from his receiver. He recognized that ball was underthrown. He went the other way, and his coverage continued to go downfield, and not by much, but just enough for him to make that catch in a fantastic play. And once again, they gain all those lost yards back in a play or two.
Yeah, 23 or 22-yard reception, so we've got 2nd and 3 for Park Rapids here from the Warrior 15. Morris takes it, takes the draw. He's going to go to the left side, and he's brought down. Helmet flying off.
Yeah, I was going to say that I don't know if they're going to toss a flag, but a few Park Rapids fans in the seats think that a flag should have been thrown on that one, and they're not going to get their wish granted here.
No, Shanks Stricker with that tackle. Good pursuit to get up the field and trip him up. And Morris is definitely a heck of a playmaker for Park Rapids. You can see that. A lot of confidence there by Morris. I see he comes out of the game, and now we've got number 2, Carter Hurt, sophomore, is in now at quarterback. So I don't know if there was a helmet malfunction or something or another. We'll try to find that out, but we got 3rd and 4 here, 42 seconds and counting here at Vern Weekly Field in Park Rapids. Carter Hurt at quarterback, shotgun formation, pitch to the right side to number 9, Jaden Whalen, and he's going to go in for a touchdown. Nice little shimmy move there to hit Pater. 15-yard touchdown run by number 9, Jaden Whalen, the sophomore, Mike.
Yeah, and once again, that's a case of broken coverage defensively there on Warroad. And there's, they should have had him down after a 5-6 yard game, but he was able to get by and find an edge here and find a clearing there, and ended up in the end zone.
So, gosh, you have your starting quarterback come out. You got the backup coming in on a 3rd and long, and it works out. So, Whalen now from running it into the end zone, he'll try the extra point. Morris is back into hold. Whalen's kick is up, and it's good. Whalen is now 11 for 11 on the season with extra points. 29 seconds left in from Park Rapids. It's the Panthers 14, Warriors 0 on Magnitude Sports.
True North Mechanical LLC serves the Park Rapids area and surrounding counties. If you need quality heating and cooling services, then you are in the right place. Give us a call for all of your air conditioning, radiant heat, or heat system needs. We accept calls 24 hours a day and are licensed, bonded, and insured for your protection. We look forward to hearing from you. Visit our website at truenorthmech.com. That's truenorthmech.com. Or call us at 218-252-4877.
Okay, so Park Rapids, 2 touchdowns here in the first quarter, a 15-yard touchdown run by Whalen to put Park Rapids up 14-0. Jaden Whalen with a 15-yard run on a 3rd and long, with the backup quarterback having to come in for a play because apparent helmet malfunction by the starting quarterback, Noah Morris. So Whalen will kick it deep to Warroad, and Warroad, boy, 2 scores down already. And as Coach Barker said, we want to take 2 steps forward. Those steps are going to have to be pretty giant now after digging themselves a 14-0 hole. Kick is up, nice kick up in the air. And it looks like Rose is going to receive it in the 9-yard line. He heads upfield. And, oh, what a great play by the Park Rapids special team unit. That's going to be returned by only about 6 yards. So not much doing on the return. A great tackle on the special teams by the sophomore, 5'11", 157-pound sophomore, number 51, Braden Hoffman. So those special teams guys, this is their time to shine. And, to get a big play like that, to keep Warroad, on the inside of their 20-yard line instead of the opposite, that's huge.
Yeah, and I think the Park Rapids defense here should probably set up for a pass play. Don't be surprised if they do pass, if Park Rapids is going to try and snag that one and get the ball back here.
So Glover in at quarterback, shotgun formation. Reeves in motion, and fake handoff, and a little counter play to Rose up the middle. And he's going to gain about 5 yards. So again, heading in the right direction. They've done this before where they've been able to get some yardage early on the ground.
Gain of 3 on the play.
And they're going to gain 3 yards for Rose. That'll bring up 2nd down. And we're going to head to the end of the first quarter as we got 0-0s here at Burn Weekly Field. End of quarter number 1 here on Magnitude Sports from Park Rapids. It's the Park Rapids Panthers 14, the Warroad Warriors 0.
Discover the perfect property for your needs and budget. Whether you're looking to buy or sell your home, find a cabin for the weekend family gatherings, or a lot for your dream home. Get started on your next adventure at wolfsimonrealestate.com. Browse the featured listings or utilize the advanced search tools to find exactly what you're looking for, like a city home, a country home, lake lot, acreages, or even commercial buildings. Wolf & Simon Real Estate, 1217 1st Street East in Park Rapids, or call 218-237-7770.
Racer Construction. Call them today, 218-252-2120, for all your earthwork and excavation needs. They specialize in residential and commercial building sites, roads, driveways, and septic systems. They serve Becker, Hubbard, and the surrounding counties. The world is our sandbox, and our toys are big enough to play in it. Racer Construction, 218-252-2120. Good luck, Park Rapids Panthers.
All right, we're back live here at Burn Weekly Field, Park Rapids. Beautiful Friday night under the lights. First quarter is in the books, and Park Rapids has a 14-0 lead over Warroad. Warroad trying to do some damage control here in the second quarter. A lot of game left, here, Mike. They can put together a good drive again. Keep their defense off the field. Get something going here offensively. Warroad can get back in this football game. So we have 2nd and 7, balls at the Warroad 18 here to begin the second quarter. Liam Glover, shotgun formation, Reeves in motion, handoff to Reeves, comes to the right side, left and right, and that's a nice run to the left by Reeves.
Reeves.
He was brought down by Noah Morris. And good to see Reeves getting into the action here. He's one of the playmakers for Warroad.
Third down and
so a 4-yard gain for Reeves. He heads out.
Warriors.
You know, when you get the third down, I know you alluded to that
sitting
fourth
at
and
the
four.
28
What was that
yard line.
terminology?
Fourth and four mentality.
Fourth and four mentality. Yep.
Yep.
So here you got a manageable third down. You're pounding the ball. I think that run game, it's certainly not too late to establish the run here. You get a good drive, get a score, you're right back in the game. Glover, and what do we got going on here?
I think was
timeout.
Yeah, that's what I thought I saw that
Warriors.
far side official say. It was timeout Warroad. So
the Warriors take timeout, and those timeouts, you know, you can't take them with you. So if you can use one, take one.
exactly. 11:37 to go on the Wolf and Simon Real Estate scoreboard. It's the Panthers 14, the Warriors 0. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on Magnitude Sports. Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
Okay, we're live back here at Vern Weekly Field, Park Rapids, 14-0. Park Rapids
a big welcome
leads
to
the
our
Warriors. We
student-body
have
cheer squad.
probably the most important play here for Warroad here of the night.
right-hand
They're down
side
by
to
2
the
scores. They have 3rd and 2, and this is a big down for them, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. They, like you said before the break, like we alluded to, that 4th and 4 mentality. This is one of the scenarios where you can get less than 4 as long as it's more than 2.
That's right. That's right. Glover, shotgun formation. We got slot receiver, and it looks like we got a little drop play up the middle.
I don't think he got it. He may have gotten a yard, but no, I don't think he got the first down.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be a little bit short. Ben Norris, the senior fullback, with the carry. And, yep, he only got about a yard there, Mike, so they got 4th and 2. 11:15 and counting here in the second quarter. Ball at their own 24. And they're keeping the offense on the field. So, boy, you talk about a big play here. 4th and 2 for Warroad. Glover, shotgun formation. Park Rapids looking blitz. No, they go back, and Glover put it in the hands of your playmaker, pitches it out, and there's nothing doing. Glover, a little read option there, and pitched it out to the outside. But Park Rapids read that like a book, and a loss of about 5 yards, and Warroad is going to turn over the ball on downs, Mike. That's a tough break for them.
Yeah, and even worse is where they turned it over on downs at. I don't know what the Warroad coach was thinking, what kind of play he was pulling out of his book. But I think a punt may have been the better option there than trying to get that 1 yard. I know you're down 2 scores, but you got to remember there's still 10 plus remaining in the second quarter. I think the punt may have been the better option there.
We'll see here. So Park Rapids, again, looking to add on to their lead here. 10:51 left here in the second quarter. 14-0 Park Rapids with the lead. Very eventful first quarter. We had some big plays, some penalties, some turnovers, and Park Rapids, things are going their way. So Morris, he is the quarterback. Noah Morris, senior. He takes the snap, looks to his left, scrambles to his left, some pursuit. He's got some room upfield. Morris is heading upfield. He's at the 10. He's forced out of bounds. He's still in bounds. He's forced out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. Wow, is he fun to watch, Mike?
Yeah, that was a balancing act right there. If I had ever seen one, he should have been out of bounds at maybe the 5 or 6 yard line, but somehow he was able to keep his momentum opposite of where he was trying to force him to. He was able to stay in bounds, pick up an extra 2 or 3 yards there.
Yep, so that's big. So now Park Rapids will have it 1st and goal here. And they'll spot it at the 3. 10:40 left in the first half. And yeah, we've got a great crowd here on Mike. Isn't this great to see on a Friday night?
Oh yeah, it's I think Friday night football fans are probably the best fans of any sport year round.
Absolutely. Yeah. 1st and goal at the 3. Morrison shotgun. He hands it off to Whalen, and he's going to scamper in for another touchdown. Jaden Whalen with the 3-yard touchdown run, and boy, Park Rapids is fired on all cylinders here with a 20-0 lead, Mike.
Yeah, 20-0, and they got that run game going like we talked about in the keys of the game. We thought we were going to see a lot of passes. We've seen a couple deep passes, but I think we've seen more of that run game in this one here from Park Rapids, and that's not a bad thing because it's working right now.
Yep. Yeah, in that first week, they did try it, but boy, they only averaged 2.7 per carry, and last week they got things rolling, and they're doing it good today here too. So Whalen set to kick the extra point, looking to go a perfect 12 for 12 of the year. That kick is up, and boy, that's a thing of beauty. It's good. We have 10-15 folks left in the first half. Park Rapids starting to run away, but hopefully Warroad is ready to come back and make this thing a closer game. We have 21-0, 10-15 left in the first half.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Okay, we're back. Park Rapids 21, Warroad 0. 10 minutes and change left here in the first half, and boy, Park Rapids pretty two-dimensional on the offensive side of things. They've thrown the ball around. Morris, a great quarterback, got a nice arm, good composure, but between Morris and Whalen running the football, the line up front's doing their job, and taking advantage of those turnovers and opportunities come their way. So yeah, Warroad decides to go for it, 4th and short, deep in their own territory. They come up snake eyes. Warroad, 2 plays, a scamper by Morris to get inside the 3, and then a 3-yard touchdown run by Whalen, and we're sitting at 21-0 here, Mike.
Yeah, and it's going to be the guy who scored that 3rd touchdown kicking off here for the Panthers.
So Whalen kicks it deep. And number 21 for Warroad, Ben Norris with the return. He returns at about 15 yards.
Yeah, and Aiden Manham in on an assist on that tackle too there for Park Rapids. And the nice rush by the Park Rapids Panthers after that kickoff to get down the field and get those players down there to not give a lot of options to the Warrior returner.
Yep. Again, we talked about those special teams guys, for some of those kids, that's the only opportunity they get in, so they got to make the most of it. And boy, games can be won and lost on that special teams front. So, and then even momentum too. You don't want to give your team. You have all the momentum right now. If you're Park Rapids, the last thing you want to do is give anything back their way. So we'll see how Warroad handles this situation here after a tough turnover on downs in their last drive. Glover is in shotgun, folks. He takes the snap and hands it off to Rose. And boy, not much there. Rose bottled up. It looked like there was an opening there, but Park Rapids filled that gap quickly.
Dondre Johnson just somehow got by his blocker like lightning speed, and that was the end of that play as soon as he got his arms on the runner.
So yeah, Warroad trying to get the run game going here yet, that first down, but nothing doing there, and we'll see what they do here on 2nd and 10. 9:38 left in the first half. 20 seconds left on the play clock. 4 wide receivers set for Warroad.
Well, we're going to see some passing. We're probably going to see it now.
Yes, I think you're right. Shotgun, Glover completes that pass to Rose. So you're gaining a little bit there, not much, but makes up probably for that loss on first down. It's going to set up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, we talked about in the pregame show that those screen passes could be vital for Warroad, and they almost broke one there, and they still gained a couple of yards, but we'll see if they go back to that or not, or we'll see if the Park Rapids defense picks it up and smothers that opportunity out as well.
So we got 3rd and 9, 8:45 left here in the first half. Park Rapids 21, Warroad 0. Liam Glover, junior quarterback, number 12, shotgun formation, takes the snap and fakes to Reeves, and he's got a receiver wide open, number 21, Ben Norris, the fullback, and he might go, Mike. He's going, and he gets tripped up.
Nice tackle by Carter Hurt.
Carter Hurt, the backup quarterback. We saw him on the second touchdown. Makes a tremendous tackle, but boy, Warroad finally getting something going. That was a play that they needed, and holy cow. So they go from their own 21 to the Park Rapids 12. That's a huge play, Mike, and they can get it in here. We got ourselves a football game again here.
Yeah, that was an injection of momentum right there and confidence for Warroad. They'll see if they can pull that off again. They don't have quite as far to go this time.
No, 1st and 10. And, we got a touchdown. Liam Glover, quarterback keeper up the middle, 12 yards for number 12. And just like that, Warroad, boy, big play capability. And they get it to their playmaker again, Mike, and Warroad's on the board.
Well, they say to get your run game started, you need a couple of good passes. Well, they got about 3 good passes on the equivalent of 3 good passes on that one play. And then Norris just took it right up the middle as the middle opened wide opened. What am I trying to say? The middle opened up wide. I think you know where I was going with that. Anyways, that's probably the easiest touchdown scored tonight.
So we've got timeout, Warroad. Warroad's going to take a timeout, talk things over here on the extra point attempt. 8:08 left from Park Rapids. It's Park Rapids 21 and Warroad 6 here on Magnitude Sports.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
At Great Clips, we use clip notes to save NHL player Cale Makar's haircut details, so he's always confident in his hockey hair. Because with a name like Cale, you gotta sport great salad. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
So we're back here at Vern Weekly Field, and boy, 2 huge plays for Warroad. They had 3rd and 9. And Liam Glover hits Ben Norris on a 67-yard pass play to get them to the Park Rapids 12-yard line. Then Liam Glover with the 12-yard quarterback keeper to get Warroad on the board. And here Glover now is kicking, and that extra point is blocked. So the conversion attempt, no good, but I think at this point that's pretty elementary, Mike, because Warroad, boy, it was looking very bleak. 3rd and long. You give up another turnover on downs, and then, boy, you're looking at staring a 4-touchdown deficit possibly if Park Rapids can cash in, which they've done all night.
Yeah. If the defense can step up for Warroad here, I don't think you have to worry about that missed extra point attempt. As long as you can continue to make it click like they did that trip down the field, I think if they can do that, I don't think this 21-6 is going to be in much favor of Park Rapids as we may have thought maybe 5-10 minutes ago.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, I agree. I think for Warroad, they've got to keep Morris. They got to contain him. He's the guy, and he's beaten them a few times with his feet. And then when he's had some time in the pocket, he's made some plays. So I think they just got to key in on Morris there and not let him consistently beat them because he's the guy they got to stop. Warroad looks, they're ready to kick it deep. We think.
You never know.
With Warroad, they went for it. 4th and 2 in their own 20. Didn't get it, But I'd be pretty shocked if they did an onside kick. Doesn't look like they're going to do that here. So, Warroad's going to kick it deep to Park Rapids. Number 34, Sam Hard, is the kicker for the Warriors. And his kick is up, and it is kind of a squib kick. Let's see what happens. It is recovered by Park Rapids, recovered by number 33, Peter Carroll. So Johnny on the spot. They did try a little trickery, and I'm okay with that. You might get a goofy, quirky bounce, and you might get that football. And again, in high school football, you're not going to pin teams on a kickoff, inside of their 25 much anyway. You're going to get the ball between the 20 and the 40-yard line, and Park Rapids has the football, 1st and 10 from their own 37, 8:08 to go. Park Rapids leads at 21-6 here on Magnitude Sports. Norris, the quarterback, he's in shotgun formation. Number 12, Landon Strasburg in motion. Morris takes it to the right side. Warroad had some pursuit, but there's Morris going upfield, and he's still going. Oh, my goodness, and a host of Warriors force him out of bounds. And if I'm a betting man, that's going to be 1st down yardage for the senior quarterback.
It looked like he was originally tackled at the 45, and somehow he magically stayed on his feet to get close to midfield.
Yeah, wow. So that's a 12-yard gain for Morris. And again, yeah, he kind of a slow starter, but gets his top speed once he's there. Boy, he's hard to bring down. Plus, he's a pretty physical guy, Morris, a 5'8", 160-pound senior. Looks taller than that, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yep. I sometimes wonder if they just copy and paste the height from the previous year.
Yeah, no, but no, nonetheless, whatever he is, boy, he's playing with a lot of heart. Morris takes the snap, and it's a handoff. And, boy, nothing doing. Whalen, he's still on his feet. He's still churning, but he's not going to get much. And, boy, the Warriors clogging up those gaps up the middle. And I like the play call. You're at midfield. Get that clock going. Your defense was just on the field for a while. Had that big play, get them some rest, and get that run game going, get the clock going here. Now you got 2nd and 10, ball spotted at the Panther 49.
Yeah, and the bright spot there is he was able to churn his way back up to the original line of scrimmage, so no loss of yardage there on that play, but
and hang on to the ball, right? Hang on to the ball.
And hang on to the ball. Yep, that's another positive. Yep.
So Morris, shotgun formation, Strasburg in motion. Snap. Morris heads to his right, looking downfield. He's got a man. And, oh my goodness, what a throw to number 8, Ryan Carroll. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a 51-yard strike from Noah Morris to Ryan Carroll. What a play.
And a nice response by the Panthers after giving up that touchdown run to Warroad. They come right back down the field and get the 6 points back, and now they have a chance to get 1 or 2 more.
Wow, so boy, Park Rapids, man, every time Warroad gets a little momentum, it's just like, not so fast, and they just put it right back in Warroad's face. And good, they had that run up the middle. Maybe Warroad brought him in a little bit, and Carroll did a nice job just getting beyond that cornerback, and what a great throw. That was the best throw I've seen Morris make all night, because he's had some under throws that he's made. Receivers have made some adjustments, but boy, that throw was right on. Whalen set to kick the extra point. Will he be 13 for 13 after this kick? We'll see. Snap, ball spotted, and that one is good. Yes. 13 for 13 Whalen is here on the 2023 season. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 6:59 left in the first half from beautiful Park Rapids. It's the Park Rapids Panthers 28, Warroad Warriors 6 here on Magnitude Sports.
True North Mechanical LLC serves the Park Rapids area and surrounding counties. If you need quality heating and cooling services, then you're in the right place. Give us a call for all of your air conditioning, radiant heat, or heat system needs. We accept calls 24 hours a day and are licensed, bonded, and insured for your protection. We look forward to hearing from you. Visit our website at truenorthmech.com. That's truenorth.com. Or call us at 218-252-4877.
We're back at Park Rapids, Vern Weekly Field, Friday Night Lights. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 5 minutes before 7 o'clock, and it's 6:59 left in the first half. Park Rapids on a wonderful play set up, 51-yard touchdown pass from Noah Morris to Ryan Carroll. Park Rapids leads at 28-6. And Carroll's kick, Whalen's kick, is caught by Zach Rose. Junior halfback. He churns upfield and gets decent field position. They'll mark it down at about the 26-yard line. Again, Warroad, in their previous drive, they had a 3rd and 9 deep in their territory at their own 21. 67-yard completion to the fullback, Ben Norris, which set up a 12-yard run for quarterback Liam Glover to get Warroad on the board. They tried the extra point. It was blocked. Park Rapids comes back. 3 plays, they're in the end zone, and now they're back to a 3-touchdown lead.
The best thing Warroad can do here is just duplicate that last drive. They don't necessarily need that 60, 70-ish yard pass, but just get, like 4 yards or maybe get about maybe 8 yards here on this play.
Glover with the fake handoff to Norris. He takes it himself to the left side there. And, chews up some good yardage there on the first down. Gain of about 8. And yeah, I like what I've seen from Glover. You know, he's a rock solid quarterback too, and it's fun to see these guys out there taking matters into their own hands. But go behind those blockers, use those guys up front, and keep moving forward. So we got second, and they're going to call it a long one. We'll call it second. We'll call it 2nd and 1, 35-yard line for Warroad. Glover shotgun formation once again. Park Rapids fans are getting into it. Glover, keeper up the middle. It's going to be close. I think he's got it. The official on the far side looks like he probably got a couple yards, Mike, and first down for the Warriors.
We'll see if they do a measurement here. Where are they going to spot it? Yeah, no, it's going to be a little short. Yeah.
Oh, you know, I'm looking.
I think you were looking at the down marker, not yet.
Oh boy, my fault, everybody.
No, I've done that too.
Okay. So no, it's going to be all right. It's going to be about 3rd and 1. And so yeah, Warroad, this is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains here on this play, keep their defense off the field. Glover, shotgun formation. We've got some penalties or flags on the field.
I believe that's on Park Rapids, and that might be a free first down if it is.
Looks like it's offsides. So, boy, that's a big break for Warroad. You know, anytime you can get free yardage and limit the possibility of a handoff or a fumble and pick up a first down, you'll take it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's going to be Warroad first down at their own 40. We've got 5:15 left here in the first half. Gorgeous evening here. The lights are on. It's getting to be about that dusk time. The sun's still shining on the trees to the east here to the far side. 1st and 10. Glover in shotgun formation. And we got Reeves in motion. Going to be Rose with the carry, with the draw. He picks up about 2-3 yards. He's been pretty quiet tonight. You know, he hasn't had the big play yet. But I have a feeling that he's going to play a factor in this game at some point.
Yeah, that was a tough 2 or 3 yards to pick up, but he's really churning his legs there. You can tell that he put some time in the weight room.
Yes.
And I want to say thanks to everybody who tuned in an hour early, as the rest of the state of Minnesota is probably kicking off right now.
Yes, 6 o'clock start tonight. So we got 2nd and 8. Reeves in motion. And Rose has the football. They're going to the well, but it's pretty dry, boy. And on both sides of the ball, Noah Morris is making plays. That time he wraps up Reeves. Nowhere to go. Loss of a couple, and now Warroad, familiar territory. It's going to be 3rd and long again, Mike.
Yeah, well, last time they had 3rd and 8, they picked up 67 yards. So we'll see what happens this time.
Well, maybe they got something going there, but no, I like the fact they're going to Rose there. But boy. Great play by Morris, man. He's fun to watch. The fans are really getting into it here on a 3rd and 10 from the Warroad 40. We got 3:43 and counting. 28-6 Park Rapids leads Warroad. Glover, shotgun formation, looks right, going downfield, has Rose, and who's there to break up the pass? Number 4, Noah Morris again. They're going to Rose, but the ball was a little bit underthrown, and Morris, again, Mike, just another great play.
Yeah, that's 100% Park Rapids defense there. Had that not happened, they would have had another 30, 40-yard play there on that 3rd down. So now you're down 3 possessions, and Park Rapids has been pretty much automatic every time they've gotten the ball. You're a little bit deeper down the field here. This is probably where, well, on 4th and 10, you probably, I don't know. I guess, no, it looks like they are going to punt it away, and that's the right choice.
That's the right choice.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. You know, you got Ryan Chamernick. He's back to receive the punt and kick it deep. To Park Rapids, yeah, you know, this isn't Madden football. You know, you gotta, it's real life. I think it's the right choice. You know, if I'm playing my brother and I'm down by 3 scores, I'd maybe go for it. But yeah, punt a little bit better, get a friendly bounce here. That's going to help Warroad push Park Rapids back a little bit. So punt of 35 yards in the air after the bounce. So it'll be Park Rapids football. They'll take it 1st and 10 from their own 25. 3:33 left to go. Park Rapids 28, Warroad 6.
And we want to thank our sponsors, including Frontier Airlines, Great Clips, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Budget Blinds, bringing you your pregame show. Racer Construction, I'll have your post-game show and player of the game coming up at the conclusion of our broadcast here. Wolf and Simon Real Estate, along with Park Rapids Football. And, well, I think a majority of Park Rapids points have come outside of the Wolf and Simon Real Estate red zone, but they do have your red zone coverage here when the Panthers get inside the 20.
Morris in trouble, but there he goes, making a play. And, forcefully taken out of bounds. He's going to get about 3-4 yards. Number 51, Shanks Stricker, with the nice play. We've said his name a few times. He's been one of the few guys to get to Morris and wrap him up, but not before he gains another 3 yards when he could have lost about 5.
Yeah, he truly made something out of nothing there, even though it was only a gain of 3 or so, but that's better than a loss of 3. So
we got 2nd and 7. Ball at the 27-yard line. He did go out of bounds, so the clock is stopped. 3:24 left in the first half. Play clock at about 15 and counting. Morris shotgun formation. 2 receivers left and right. Morris, low snap, catches it, and he's looking downfield, and he's got a receiver. And, Matt Johanning had it. Came to the ground. The ball popped out. Just couldn't quite haul that one in. Would have been a beauty of a play. I think Morris, put that ball in the only spot where he could make a play, but just the way he rolled over, he wasn't able to secure that pass.
Yeah, that right there is a tough break for Park Rapids, but you are up 28-6, so it's not the end of the world at the moment. But
so we've got 3rd and 7. Park Rapids has the ball, their own 27-yard line. 3:17 left in the first half. 28-6. Park Rapids leads it. Morris shotgun. We got 3 receivers. 2 receivers left and right. Morris looking downfield. Nothing there. He's trying to make something out of nothing, and he's going to be brought down again by number 51. Number 51, Shane. I'm sorry, what is his name? I am so sorry. Number 51, Shanks Stricker. Shanks, yeah, that's the first time I've never seen that name. Gosh, I want to make sure I pronounced it right. So Shanks Stricker with another great play. He is playing a whale of a game defensively, Mike, and that was a big play. Stopped him in 4th and 5. Got to think of punts coming up.
Yeah, I would say so. You're a little bit too close, and after Warroad, I always have trouble saying that. After
Warroad,
the Warriors,
yes, yeah.
after the Warriors scored that 12, I think it was a 12-yard touchdown run up the middle. I think you definitely want to punt this one and make them work for it.
So we've got 2:25 counting. Play clock under 10. Park Rapids set to kick it deep. Play clock at 3, 2, 1, and they just get it off. Ooh, low snap, and Whalen does get it off, takes a favorable bounce, and is going to get some extra yardage there. Rose had a chance to get it, let it bounce, and Whalen gets a beautiful bounce, and that's going to go down as a 48-yard punt, Mike. So that's another big break for Park Rapids in the special teams department.
Yeah, talk about the bounce of a lifetime there. I think it bounced right around the 36 and went all the way down to the 22-yard line where it rolled dead. So that's a 14-yard roll in addition to the kick. And, and that's a free 14 yards on that punter's stat line, too.
Yep.
So,
well, too, and you look at that, and, 2 minutes and change, Warroad is throwing the ball around a little bit. And, if you're at the 40-yard line, it's maybe not quite out of reach. It's going to be tough having to go 78 yards, but they have had the biggest play of the night, so we'll see what happens. 2:04 left to go, 1st and 10. Warroad has it their own 22. Glover pass is complete. Oh, it's dropped. Oh, he had number 14 there. Number 14, Ryan Moan was the receiver, and I think it was one of those things, Mike, where he was looking upfield before he had the ball secured in his hands.
That's exactly what I was going to point out there because when I was watching him on camera there, he definitely had his eyeballs not on the pass, and he could have caught that. It may not have been a huge gain, but it would have been a little bit of a gain, and every little bit helps right now.
So they are going to the well with those screens, and, again, that had some potential, but, got to haul that pass in, but
so back-to-back plays now with 5 receiver sets.
We have 2nd and 10, 2 minutes to go. Reeves in motion. Glover hands it off to Reeves. He cuts up field. And, he's going to get about 2-3 yards. He's going to move it up to about the 25-yard line. And Park Rapids calls timeout. So I think they're looking to maybe they can get the ball back if they can hold Warroad here. So we got 28-6 Park Rapids over Warroad. 1:52 left here in the first half on Magnitude Sports.
Racer Construction. Call them today, 218-252-2120, for all your earthwork and excavation needs. They specialize in residential and commercial building sites, roads, driveways, and septic systems. They serve Becker, Hubbard, and the surrounding counties. The world is our sandbox, and our toys are big enough to play in it. Racer Construction, 218-252-2120. Good luck, Park Rapids Panthers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back live here at Park Rapids Vern Weekly Field. Beautiful night for football. 1:52 left here in the first half. Park Rapids has had a dominating performance offensively. They lead at 28-6 over Warroad. We've seen some glimpses of some great things from Warroad, but they've had some turnovers and they've stalled out a couple of times, just haven't been able to sustain drives. 3rd and 8 now for Warroad. Glover, shotgun formation, 4 receivers set. There's the snap. Glover looks left, and that pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for number 49, the sophomore tight end, Logan Gustafson. That thing was just thrown a little too hard there, Mike.
Yeah, he rifled that one, went right through his hands like a knife through butter, and not much he could do on that one.
So, nope, they're doing the right thing, again, going to the air at that point, 3rd and long, but nope, Park Rapids calls that timeout, and I think that sets them up here, Mike, for them to get the ball back, and maybe they're thinking, hey, we could put another score on the board.
Yeah, and they're going to probably get it back right around right close to midfield, and then depending on the return, probably on the Warrior side of the field.
So number 3, Ryan Chamernick, deep back to punt. He's a sophomore. Whalen back to return it for Park Rapids. He's at the 45-yard line. They're trying to get him to draw sides. Oh, Chamernick does get it, and ooh, boy.
Ooh.
And that punt is, oh, boy, takes a tough bounce. Number 55 for Park Rapids, Mason Nicias, had the pursuit there, got through hot and just about blocked it. He maybe even tipped it, Mike. I couldn't quite tell. But anyway, regardless, Chamernick, another tough punt. And, boy, Park Rapids sitting 1st and 10 at the Warrior 35, 1:40. That's almost an eternity the way they've been moving the ball.
Yeah. I don't think he tipped it. I think because I had the camera zoomed in pretty close there. But I think what happened was the kicker just got a little bit startled by that defense coming through, and it went off his leg wrong and went straight up in the air.
So 1st and 10 from the Warroad 35. Morris, another low snap. That's the 3rd one he's had to get and fielded it cleanly. And wow, did he stay in bounds?
He caught it, I think.
The pass was complete to number 7, Matt Johanning.
Complete to number 7, Matt Johanning, but he was out of bounds.
And so it was out of bounds. Yeah, it was a great catch. My gosh, trying to stretch and keep 1 foot in bounds, didn't quite do it. But again, Morris, that was a low snap again. We've seen that 3 times where a ball's been snapped right at his shoelaces, and he's made that play with his hands. That's not easy to do, and then he scrambles out to his weak side, throws across his body, and again, throwing it to the one place you want to throw, away from the defense.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Morris heads to the right. He's going to take it himself, cut upfield. He's at the 25, the 20, 15, and he's going to be brought down inside the 15-yard line. Nice, savvy play by the senior quarterback, and that's going to be a Panther first down.
And he picked up a Panther first down.
So the Panthers got the ball. They're in a great position here to add on to their lead. 12-yard run by Morris. They're at the Warrior 14-yard line. We've got 1:12 left in the half. Morris takes it again up the middle. He's got room. He's at the 5. He's in for a touchdown. Hold up. We do have a penalty marker on the field. As it stands, it's a 14-yard touchdown run by the senior Noah Morris. But we'll see what the penalty is all about.
Yeah, I think it might be holding on the Panthers, and that's exactly what it is.
Yep. So we're gonna move the ball back, unfortunately.
And that hold, actually, it didn't come in right away. It came on after the Panthers got about maybe 5 or 6 yards down the field. That's when the hold came. And and if I'm being honest, that might be the only reason why he got into the end zone.
It's fun to watch Morris when he's in the open field. He's like a darting deer out there, left, right, up and down.
Yeah.
And he makes things happen. He's fun to watch. So 1st and 15 now for the Panthers from the Warrior 21. We got a 4-receiver set. Morris takes it, heads to his right side. He's looking downfield, and the pass is complete, and he's going to bumble in. That pass was complete to Joe Hanning. We saw Joe Hanning made an incredible catch. He wasn't in bounds, but he made the catch indeed. He caught that ball, Mike, at about the 7, and really fought hard to get 5 extra yards to put him in prime position to get their 5th score of the game.
Yeah, they're putting it up at the 3-yard line, I believe. And should be, is it 1st and goal? Yeah, first and goal. Yep.
Yeah, so gain of about 17 on that play. It's going to be 1st and goal now at the Warrior 2. We got 49 seconds and counting first half. Morris in the shotgun. He's going to take it, and is he going to get in? He's fighting, and it is a touchdown. So Park Rapids, they are red hot here in the first half. The senior quarterback, Noah Morris, with a 2-yard touchdown. With a short field to work with, and they have now a 34-6 lead with 41 seconds left to go, Mike.
This is, I honestly did not expect this. I thought this was going to be a little bit closer, and we saw glimpses, at least one glimpse from Warroad, what they actually can do, but man, Park Rapids offense just been smothering the Warriors right now.
So Whalen ready to kick. He's 13 of 13 on the season. Looking to make it 14. Morris with the hold, and yeah, that's another beautiful kick by Whalen. So we've got 41 seconds left in the first half. It's all Park Rapids right now. Warroad will get the ball back one more time. 35-6 here on Magnitude Sports.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Bo Lofgren here live with Mike Mason, Magnitude Sports. We're having a great time here at Park Rapids, Vern Weekly Field. Speaking of good time, the Park Rapids Panthers are having a good time with a 35-6 lead over the Warroad Warriors. Warroad, opportunity here though, Mike. You get a big play on special teams. You never know what can happen. They're kids playing a kids game, and both teams are giving their best effort, and that's what matters most.
Yeah, and here's the kick.
Ben Norris with the return. Ben Norris had a big play that set up Warroad's only touchdown of the day. He has a nice return of about 25 yards. A penalty flag came in hot late.
Yeah, I think this is on Park Rapids. I think
It's
the
a late
Warriors
hit,
Warriors are going to get some extra yardage here.
Yeah, we'll see what it is. And again, we talk about getting a break here, Warroad. If this is true, they could. Oh, it is going to go against.
Ooh.
It is going to go against Warroad. Block in the back looks like was the call. So that is going to send Warroad in the wrong direction, unfortunately.
And for the first time tonight, I'm wrong on who got the penalty. So I'm 9 for 10
9
or
for
something
10,
like. Well,
sure, yeah.
I don't think we've had 10 penalties in this game, but I want to say hi to Jim watching from Denver, North Carolina. Thank you so much for tuning in, Jim, one of our favorite viewers here on Magnitude Sports. Late stages of the second half, and
we've got 1st and 10 here. 34 seconds left here in the second quarter. Glover at quarterback. He's had a great game so far. He hands it off to number 5. That's again Zach Rose, and a little bit of daylight there, and then Park Rapids shut the door. Going to be second down in about 7, Mike.
Yeah, the Warriors just simply cannot get anything done on the ground. The best run play they had was that touchdown where the middle of the offense or middle of the defense just opened wide up. And maybe they got to go down the middle, because every time they've tried to go to the outside, Park Rapids had smothered them out.
Exactly, yep. Well, we've reached halftime here, folks. 35-6. Park Rapids leads the Warroad Warriors. It's been an entertaining first half on both sides of the ball. And, Mike, thoughts on the first half?
Well, outside of the first quarter, which I didn't catch much of, this is, like I said a little bit ago, I'm a little bit, I don't want to say puzzled. I guess I'm shocked a little bit that Park Rapids has come out and dominated it the way they have. And I'm also shocked that Warroad hasn't come out and played a better game than they have. Something tells me that this is just an off day for the Warriors. And if these two teams are to play again, I know you alluded to it, that this could be a potential first-round Class AA playoff matchup. Warroad's going to remember this game if that happens, and don't expect something similar.
Right. No, in Park Rapids, too, getting their first win last week in 2 years, which was also their last home win. So to be able to play, they were 1-1, but both games were pretty close. The first one was close. They dominated Crookston week 2. And getting that big win, we got a huge crowd on hand here, Mike, and the concession stand was full of people. There's all kinds of people here. We had the color guard here, so I think there's a lot of buzz. We look across the field, the parking lot's jam-packed over there.
Yep.
A lot of cars over there. And Coach Nordic was talked about, last week after getting that big win, that his team had this silent swagger about him. The kids are walking taller. There's kind of this quiet confidence about their team, and it's slowly building. The run game, like we alluded to, week 1, they averaged 2.7 yards a carry. Last week, 4.4. Don't have the hard numbers here right on me now, but I've got to guess it's way better than 4.4 in the first half. So they're really dominating both sides of the football and dominating the run and pass game. And if you can do both, it kind of used to be a lot of high school football where most teams would run, and you only kind of threw it if you were down at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But we see so many teams now doing more run-pass option, or pass first and then run. And I know as a fan, it makes for a really entertaining football, but I'm sure for the kids, too, to know that, hey, we've got a pretty neat playbook, and there's lots of wrinkles we can do. Football, I think more than any sport, comes down to execution. You got 11 guys that got to be on the same page, and for these teams, with Warroad, Park Rapids, it's still week 3. They're still trying to figure out who they are. If I'm Warroad, you're telling the kids, hey, there's been some glimpses here in the first half where we've put some things together. Mm-hmm. Defensively, we got to step up defensively. Every time Park Rapids has had the ball, outside of the one turnover they had, which they got the ball back on 2 plays later, they haven't done very much defensively. So for them to even think about them getting back into this game, they're going to have to wrap up Noah Morris, who I've been very impressed with.
Yeah, and another thing that the Warriors can do here in the second half to get some momentum back here is I think they're going to have to stop going to the outside on the runs. They're going to have to look for some quick slant passes, maybe 4 or 5 yards down the field. That seems to be where Park Rapids' defense is not as strong at least based on what I've seen in the first half. I think if they can punch a few 4, 5, 6 yard passes in that third quarter and get a couple touchdowns in that third quarter and hold the Panthers to maybe just 1 touchdown, then I think Warroad would have a chance in this game here in the second half. Still half of football. We've seen plenty of football games where the second half was completely different from the first half. So don't go anywhere yet. Don't think that Park Rapids has this one in the bag, because you just never know. That's why they play the game, right?
That's exactly right.
And you mentioned a little bit ago that you mentioned that Coach Nordic said that the players are walking taller. They had a better attitude, and that definitely shows on the field. But and the thing I can add to that is, I've been broadcasting Park Rapids games for about maybe 2, possibly 3 years now. Not every single game, but I've done a good chunk of games. And every time Park Rapids has lost those games, I'd always see Coach Nordic as I'm packing up the equipment after my post-game show, and he's just like, man. And it was like a piece of him was torn out. Mm-hmm. And this season, I haven't seen the Panthers play yet, but even the head coach has a little bit more spunk in his attitude.
Yep. No,
Yep.
I think there's a lot of good things, and going back to talking about just something as simple as being able to play in Section 8 2A versus 3A, where they've kind of been the low guy on the totem pole. It's an opportunity to kind of a fresh start for their program, and obviously the way they've been playing, they've done their homework. They've worked in the off season. They're out physicaling this Warroad team. They've got playmakers at the key positions there, and again, you get off the schneid when you've had a double-digit losing streak, and it's been years when you haven't won a game.
Yeah.
You'll take anything you can, and I think a sign of a good football team or any team is when you have a setback, and they've had plenty. But that first week, getting a 21-0 lead in Fergus Falls, and unfortunately they didn't hold on. Could have been, oh gosh, here we go again. But no, they go to Crookston, get a big win, and they've just rolled what they did last week right into here with this big home crowd.
Yep.
And boy, it's going to filter in through the weekend. It's going to create positive buzz about your program in the community. Hey, check it out. We're scoring points. Our team is doing well, and it's reason to celebrate. And I think Coach Nordic alluded to that in the pregame. It's another opportunity for us, and we're heading in the right direction here, and that's what we want. But yeah, his kids are playing with a lot of enthusiasm and fire, and it's all about creating a culture, right?
Yeah.
And I think all small towns go through that, and sometimes it's kind of the hand you're dealt. Sometimes with the athletes and the kids, you get dealt the full house, and other years you get dealt offsuit 2s and 7s, and you're trying to play the best hand you can. And but I think you do the best that you can, and Coach Nordic and his team, boy, they're looking really good. Warroad, Coach Barker, again, he's been around the block. Remember, this is his first year as the head football coach in Warroad. They had a 2-7 season last year. When you take over a program, there's so many things you're trying to figure out, and for head coaches too, it's not just like you show up in August and you're done in October. Being a head coach of any sport, it's a year-round program, year-round thing. You've got parents and booster club members and the school and players, and they want extra opportunities, and you're watching film, and it's a lot of time that they sacrifice from their own home lives, but at the same time they do it because, number one, they're passionate about kids. 2, they're passionate about their sport, and 3, they're great teachers of the game and in life. So at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Both Nordic and Coach Barker are both tremendous at that sort of a thing, and that's what it comes down to. But yeah, you're looking at this game next week, looking ahead to next week, the schedule here. Well, let's take a look at the games this week. Roseau and Holly played last night here in Section 8AA. Holly had a 34-14 win up in Roseau, so got out of Roseau. That was up in Roseau last night. I know the Holly guys got back to Holly at about midnight last night. So Holly had a big win last night. 2 other games in the section. Barnesville at Pelican Rapids, a battle of 2 2-0 teams.
And right now, with 8 minutes left in the second, Barnesville has a 7-0 lead over Pelican Rapids.
So 7-0 lead. That game is in Pelican Rapids. And then the other game in the section features a pair of 0-2 teams, Crookston and Frazee. That game is in Crookston. And I will say with Frazee, I did get to catch them last week in Holly. Holly beat them 19-6, but Frazee's one of those teams that come playoff time, they've pulled some rabbits out of hats before and have snuck away some wins. They've got a really good sophomore quarterback in Ryan Vegan, and their running back Crabtree. He had a really solid game against Holly last week. Unfortunately, they were very one-dimensional, but Vegan only a sophomore. I would look for Frazee to possibly be a contender in terms of maybe getting a first-round upset, because I think they're going to be one of those teams too, looking for a 4 or 5 spot. Possibly getting that home field advantage for that first week. But yeah, next week now. Speaking of Frazee, they will head to Warroad. Warroad will go back home, so they'll host their 3rd game in 4 weeks to start the season. And Park Rapids, they're going to host Roseau here next week. And Roseau, they're 0-3 on the season. And so things are looking pretty good for Park Rapids in the schedule department. Of course, you got to play the game.
Yeah.
But no, things are looking pretty good for Park Rapids here. And the other thing, too, with football, more than any other sport, is just, your depth and your health. And that's something you got to look into, too, once you start getting into 3rd, 4th, 5th weeks of the season, is how healthy are your guys, your key guys, what's your depth like. Game like this, okay, if Warroad, can't get back into the game or make it more of a game, it's still a great opportunity to get some of your JV guys in and some of your second string, third string guys, because sometimes they're not getting the reps. In football, you get 8 games, right? It's not like basketball where you get 26 times to play, or baseball too. And so that's what football, it makes it so special. I think if you have an opportunity to play high school football, do it, because boy, when it's over, it's a hard end. You don't play football anymore. You can play pickup basketball, or play amateur baseball or slow pitch softball or whatever, or golf and run, but football done, that's a hard end, man. So if you have a chance to put the pads on, be a part of something, boy, it's you'll never regret it.
Absolutely. And you mentioned that the Park Rapids gave up that 21-0 lead against Fergus Falls and lost. That may have been the punch in the gut they needed to just move forward.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
Yep.
And so, and with these teams doing a little research here. So these teams were, they were in the old Section 8 AAA for many years, and good old MinnesotaScores.com. It's a great website. Or is it net? I can't remember.
Net.
Is it net?
Yeah.
All right, my bad.
Yeah, I've
Sorry.
used it long enough.
Sorry, Mr. Weinzerl. It is net. So anyway,
I've given them their $12 Big Mac donation.
There you go. Yeah,
I think you've seen that on their website.
Yeah. So by the way, it's for those of you out there. I'm not sure what our demographics are. Thanks for everyone tuning in. But to find information. There's less and less news printed, right? So where do you find scores? MinnesotaScores.net. It's got everything there in terms of sections and teams.
Statewide,
and schedules. Statewide,
too.
Yep.
And he
all
does
sports. Yep.
Every sport. If there's 3,000 games in a year, he has the final score for 2,998 of them.
Yeah,
so
that's where to go if you're on there and you're like, where do I find this stuff? So, MinnesotaScores.net. But no, going back in the Wayback Machine, these two teams played. The last time they played was 2007. So they played from 02 to 07. Warroad won 4 straight from 02 to 05. And then the last 2 matchups, Park Rapids shut out Warroad twice, 22-0 in 06, 12-0 in 07. So it's kind of fun, and I'm sure the people that have been around both schools to pick up an old rivalry, that has kind of been dormant. And with enrollments and there's changes all the time, there's realignment all the time. But I think the high school league, they do that to try to do the best they can to get it right. It's not a perfect process, but again, I think, the days of the Davids and Goliath are, it's not what's best for kids. Yeah, sure, maybe once in a while it's fun, but when you're playing for a title, playing the opportunity to go to a state tournament, and as someone who's been able to coach in the state tournament, it's a great experience for the players, the coaches, the fans, everybody else. To try to give everybody an opportunity to get there. I think it's the right thing. But it's great to see these two teams. They've had some history with each other, be in the same section here again with all the other teams, and having an 8-team section too. I think for me that's a great thing. All the teams play on that opening week, and like we talked about before, you only get 8 games, and again in a playoff situation, even if it is one-sided, it does give those younger kids a taste of the postseason. So, but yeah, with Park Rapids, to highlight them a little bit, they've had some misfortune. Their last 10 games, they've had score of 1 possession. They're 1-9. So you're looking at the odds. Hopefully, the odds are going back in their favor. Their last playoff win was back in 2015. They edged Perm 34-28. And Mike, it's been 10 years since their last winning season. They were 6-3 in 2013.
Wow.
And 2012, they were 5-6 overall, but they got hot at the right time. They made it to the section title game. That's the last time Park Rapids has made the section title game. They lost to Perham 51-26 in the Fargo Dome. And Park Rapids has 5 state tournament appearances. They had a solid run in the late 70s, early 80s. They made it in 79, 80, 82, 83, and 84. And now that was back when there were four 11-man classes and 9-man. So technically there were 5 classes, and they played in Class A, which was the second biggest class.
That was back when I was a young kid.
Back when a young kid, yeah. No, they were the Class A runner-up in 1983. They lost to Hutchinson. But both of these teams, there's been some peaks and valleys, but they have history. And I think the history doesn't mean much, but I think it's something to hold on to, and especially when you're trying to, again, get some energy and some positive vibes in your program. You got to get the old timers out, and hey, okay, if things are going well, let's get to the game, and it's great to see that. Okay, yeah, we have done this stuff before, but yeah, no. So anyway, great first half here in Park Rapids. Park Rapids, boy, it's been all Park Rapids. They lead at 35-6 here I know we pick a player or two of the game, but boy, Noah Morris would be my vote early on. Boy, in the first half, he's looked really well. But Jaden Whelan too. Jaden Whalen. He's had a great first half as well. He's made 5 extra points. He's a perfect 14 of 14 for the season now. But no, Park Rapids doing a great job winning the line of scrimmage. That's where it all starts.
To update you on a couple AAA scores, some of our magnitude teams. Perham is playing at home against East Grand Forks. 11 minutes left in the second quarter, tied up at 7-7. And then DGF, the Rebels, are up in Thief River Falls tonight, and they are leading 7-0 over the Prowlers with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. We'll keep you up to date on those two games. If you're looking for that Perham East Grand Forks game on Magnitude, unfortunately we were not able to broadcast it due to one of our broadcasters having to attend a funeral. So you can find that on the Perham Yellow Jackets YouTube channel. And then we're going to try and make that game up, maybe go on the road with Perham sometime this season. More information on that to come as we figure it out. But right now, Perham and East Grand Forks knotted up at 7 early in the second quarter, and DGF up 7-0 early in the second quarter over the Thief River Falls Prowlers. And that's an update from around the state. We'll keep you updated on AA and AAA scores throughout our broadcast here today. We're going to end our broadcast first before any of these games go final because we had an hour early kickoff, and now we go to the third quarter, and we're ready to go.
Third quarter here, we get in the second half. Park Rapids set the kick it deep here. Jaden Whalen, the kicker for Park Rapids. And that kick is up in the air. Nice boot. Is it going to stay in bounds? Yes, it does. Rose with the reception. He takes it up to about the 34-yard line. Warroad will have possession of the football. It's their opportunity here, Mike. I think, not to be Captain Obvious here, but boy, they're going to have a good drive. I think they got to score here.
Yeah, you have to score, and like I said, the running game has not worked. They're going to have to go to the pass game, and they're going to have to see if they can't find something, up the middle, maybe some slants like 4 or 5 yards up over the top of the defense there, because that's where Park Rapids has shown that they've been the weakest so far. And I'm not saying that their defense is weak, but there's always a strong point and a weak point, and what I've seen in the first half, that weak point would be up the middle. If they can get some passes over the middle there, that would be probably, they got to at least try it.
Yep, no, I agree 100%. Glover, quarterback, shotgun formation. He takes the snap. He looks across the middle, and they're going to go down the field, and he's got a man, and did he come up with it? No, incomplete. Incomplete pass. That pass was intended for number 87.
Luke Billingsley.
Billingsley, yes. Yep. Billingsley was the receiver there. Luke Billingsley, number 87, sophomore. Nope, the ball was a little bit underthrown. Couldn't quite cradle that ball into the chest cavity there. It'll be an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. I think the sun is finally set here. We're getting into the dusk here. 2nd and 10, 11:47 left in the third quarter. Glover takes the snap right up the middle, little quarterback draw. Not much doing there. A wall of Panthers on the stop.
With forward momentum, I think he's going to pick up maybe a yard, and that's about it.
Okay, yeah, no, they're trying something. I guess they feel that Glover is their playmaker, and they're trying to get some yardage upfield. But boy, Park Rapids snuffed that out. It's going to be another third and long here for Warroad.
Yeah, one thing that hasn't worked, our runs to the outside and passes to the outside haven't worked. The outside defense for Park Rapids is spot on right now. I'd like to see them test the middle, just to see if I'm right or wrong.
That's right. No, you're right. They haven't done that yet much. And then when they did, they had that big 67-yard completion. So, I think they need to do some quick hitters here because Park Rapids is out muscling them on the line of scrimmage. Glover, shotgun formation, 4 receivers set. Park Rapids crowd getting into it. Glover straight back and over the middle. That's going to be a pass complete to Rose. Zachary Rose, the junior, gain of about 13, Mike. You just called it, first down for the Warriors.
Yeah, and I mean, do it again. You saw that it worked. I don't know if somebody was listening. They texted the coach or what, but I could tell you a story about that actually.
Sure.
But I won't do it right now because we have some football to broadcast.
No.
But
no, well, good for Warroad. This is great. They get first down yardage here and positive momentum here. They're just shy of the 50-yard line. They have the ball first and 10 from their 49. 10:30 to go. Park Rapids 35, Warroad 6 here on Magnitude Sports. Glover gets the ball, hands it off to Reeves, who is in motion. Reeves, we've called his name a few times. Definitely his best carry of the night, a 6-yard sweep play to the right side. And, again, forward motion. They're in Park Rapids territory, Mike.
And, they always say to get the run game going, you got to get the pass. To get the pass going, you got to get your run game going. And that throw up the middle for 12, 13 yards, and now they get a run play that started out of the middle, and then he cut out to the outside and picked up another 5-6 yards on that play. So two positive, very positive plays here for Warroad at this moment. 2nd and 5,
Little draw play to Rose, and nothing doing. Loss of a couple. We do have a flag on the play, so we'll check this out. What's going on here? It was in the secondary.
This I did not see, but if it's in the secondary, I'm guessing it's on Park Rapids. Of course, I said that. It's a face mask.
So we got a face mask penalty, so a big break for Warroad here, trying to sustain this drive and just get some momentum their way. And nothing doing on that run, but the face mask penalty looks like the 5-yard variety.
An automatic first down, regardless of how many yards they get on that face mask. And you get two positive plays and you get a penalty, and all of a sudden you're marching down the field. And if like we mentioned, they got to score here to have a chance to stay in this game. And it's looking good. So far, so good. See if they can keep it going.
They're over the middle. Glover there, right idea. Pass is incomplete. That pass was intended for number 21, Ben Norris. Ben Norris had the big play in the first half, 67-yard reception. So Glover trying to make something happen there. Just the ball was a little bit overthrown there, Mike.
Yeah, he put too much mustard on that hot dog there. He overthrew his receiver by a good 5-6 yards. But he was open. If he could have just completed that pass and dropped it in there, that would have been a big play for the Warriors.
Yeah, I think in this drive, too, if there is still a lot of time, you can be a little bit diversified here now that you're on the other side of the field. But you gotta have a little sense of urgency here because you are down 4 scores. What do we got here? A timeout or?
Looks like, I'm not sure what. I think they're discussing.
I think there's some confusion because the scoreboard says 3rd down.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they.
I think it should. It's either they're discussing if it's 2nd or 3rd down.
Yeah, the face mask. I don't believe on the far side they marked it as 1st down. I think they had it as 2nd down where it should have been 1st down. I think that's where the confusion was. And then now the scoreboard says 3rd, and the dial-it-down gentleman over there has it as 2nd down. So. And
I do believe 2nd down is the correct down here.
Yeah.
So a little pause in the action with 9:35 to go.
3rd, it'll be either 2nd or 3rd and 3 from the 43. The officiating crew doing a great job of communicating to get the play right. And it's going to be 2nd and 3, Mike. So 2nd and 3 for Warroad.
Yep, and that's the right call, I think.
That's the right call. It absolutely was because it was should have been a 1st down on that face mask penalty. So 2nd and 3, 9:35. Park Rapids 35, Warroad 6. Clock is running again. 9 minutes and counting. 7 on the play clock. 6 on the play clock. Glover has in shotgun formation, and he just gets the snap off as zeros come on the play clock and a little keeper quarterback draw. Muscles forward for a yard or two. Not much doing.
Yeah, depending on where they spot it, that's going to be close to a 1st down, but I still believe it's going to be a little bit short. And, it's going to be about a half a yard short. Maybe 3/4 of a yard. Not a full yard, but about 3/4 of a yard short here.
So we got 9 minutes here left in the 3rd quarter. Warroad got the opening kickoff in the 2nd half. They've gotten a couple of 1st downs. Face mask penalty moved them up a little bit further here on this set of downs. It's 3rd and a long one.
Looks
Glover,
like
shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, and a draw play to Norris. Ben Norris, and bottled up big time.
Well, forward momentum, now a flag comes in late. I think Park Rapids may have gotten themselves some extracurricular activities after the play. Man, that flag might give Warroad a first down. We'll see.
Yeah, that's just too bad. We'll see what it is here, but you've done a great job here. Park Rapids has on 2 consecutive runs up the middle, and you've basically essentially stopped them.
Like I said, with forward momentum, he was very, very close to a first down. There may have been a measurement, but now with the flag, it doesn't matter how close he was. It's a first down.
No. It looks like, I believe, personal foul penalty was called. If that's the case, that's going to be a 15-yarder, and more importantly, a first down for Warroad when Park Rapids had him stopped, Mike.
Yep.
And so if you're Warroad here, another opportunity to cash in a couple penalties here to sustain drives, and now they have it 1st and 10 at Park Rapids 33-yard line.
Yeah, it's nice that they're getting the first down here, but the clock's becoming less and less of a friend. They need to figure something out here to get some yardage quick.
Yes, they do. You're right. Glover shotgun formation, and he takes it himself, fakes it to Norris. Glover to the left side, gets a couple, and boy, they are just getting dominated up front. Mike, Park Rapids is all over.
Yeah, apparently they have not. Apparently they still think they can run the ball against this defense, and like I've said it once or twice or 5 or 6 times, they got to throw the ball kind of over the middle or slants, not quite to the outside, but a little bit off the middle. And it worked on that one play where they gained about 12 or 13 yards, and they haven't gone back to it since that play. I think they need to try it again here.
Tavari Reeves checks in. He's the slot receiver for Warroad. Glover has shotgun formation. He comes in, motion. It's given to Reeves. He's had a couple of nice runs. And he gets to the outside. Looked like a possible face mask.
Yeah.
I don't know if the refs saw it. Doesn't look like they did. Boy, I think Park Rapids got away with a break there.
Yeah, I saw the same thing you saw at the exact same time you saw it, and I agree. There likely could have been a face mask call there, but no flag thrown.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Reeves with a hard run. Boy, he turned on the Jets, but again, Park Rapids was able to get in pursuit there, too, and force them out of bounds. Minimal gain, so it's going to be 3rd.
Well, according to the scoreboard, there's a flag on the play. I don't know if they pushed the wrong button. Now they push the concession stand button. But I didn't see no flag on that play.
No, I didn't. Unless they did call it. Maybe they did call a face mask there, Mike. I'm not sure. Here we go. We got Glover with the snap. He looks left, and that pass incomplete. That pass was intended for the sophomore tight end, number 49, Logan Gustafson. Just right through the wickets there. You had some daylight there.
Yeah.
But shoot, another screen pass there, all for naught.
Yeah, and I think he may have had his eyes glanced upfield before he caught the ball, too, on that one. I had a good look on the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And, you just got to be patient. I know that they've been, shutting you down and everything here, but, first things first, catch the ball and then go upfield.
Mm-hmm. But Warroad, hey, they still have an opportunity here. They've been doing a lot of things right on this drive. It's chewed up 5 minutes. We have 6:59 left in the third quarter. Park Rapids 35, Warriors 6 here on Magnitude Sports. 3rd and 2 for Warroad from the Park Rapids 26. Glover, shotgun formation, Reeves in motion. And fake handoff to Reeves. Glover takes it up the middle, and that's going to be close, Mike. Going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, let's see here. I think it's going to be about a half yard short.
Mm-hmm. Nope. So, Warroad, boy, great drive here. This is a big play, boy. I think if you're Park Rapids, just continue to do what you're doing up front. You got to think that Warroad, I don't know, they've been doing a lot of stuff up the middle, but if they can get a quick pass, a slant pattern somewhere over the middle, or convert one of those screen passes, you got to just get 1 yard, right? Or you can put it in your playmaker and Glover. He goes over the top, quarterback sneak. But I got to think that Park Rapids is going to expect that. 4th and 1, 25-yard line. 6:12 left in the third quarter. Glover shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. Hard count snap. Glover gets it. Oh, he's going to get it and then some. He's going to the left side. He's at the 10-yard line, the 5, and that's going to be a touchdown for Warroad. 25-yard touchdown run by the junior quarterback, Liam Glover and Mike, hats off to Warroad for persevering on that drive and taking advantage of the opportunities that were given to them to get back on the scoreboard.
Absolutely, and I think not to sound negative, but the only thing that went wrong with that drive is it took about 8 minutes off the clock. And when you're down as much as you are, you kind of need to act a little bit quickly here. But, they get the touchdown. That's what matters. It's 35-12 and a chance for the point after attempt here.
Absolutely. No, Liam Glover, nice play. We've talked about the line of scrimmage. They won that particular battle, and Glover got to the outside, and it was daylight from there. Now Glover back on the field, ready to try this extra point attempt to make it a 22-point deficit. Glover's kick, left foot up, and it does sneak over. So Warroad, credit Warroad, it was a 6-minute drive, but nonetheless it ended in points and not a turnover on downs or anything else. So Warroad back on the board, 35-13. Park Rapids leads Warroad, 5:58 left in the third quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Magnitude Sports.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
Back here at Park Rapids, darkness is ensuing us here at Vern Weekly Field. We got 5:58 left here in the third quarter. This is Cole Lofgren along with Mike Mason on Magnitude Sports. We got a whale of a ball game here. Park Rapids leads at 35-13. Warroad with a great 6-minute, 2-second drive to get their second touchdown of the game. And we got a little pooch kick and a very fortunate bounce for Park Rapids. It looked like that ball had Velcro on it. It went right into to the gut there of, let's see here, number 51. I think it was number 51. Yeah, Braden Hoffman. Boy, it just stuck right to him. And, boy, I like the call there. That's the time to pull that out, and the only drawback of that is it's going to give Park Rapids a shorter field. And, again, your defense, other than one turnover, when they haven't turned it over, you haven't forced them to punt. So we'll see what happens.
This drive here is going to decide the game. We're going to see with the long 6-minute rest of the Park Rapids offense be better than the 6-minute rest of the Warroad defense.
That's a good point, Mike. You're right. 1st and 10. And Morris keeps it. He goes to the left side, and he's going to get 5-6 yards on the keeper. The line held up well up front. Reeves with the tackle, number 44. Tafari Reeves with that stop. And if you're Park Rapids, hey, just picking up where you left off here, getting a big chunk of yardage on first down.
I'm not saying that Park Rapids is going to lose, but if they score here, that's more than likely going to be the dagger. Warroad has to stop them.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you there, Mike. I think this is a big part of the game here for Warroad. We've got 2nd and 3, 5:12 left in the third quarter. Morris with the pitch over to Whalen, and there is nothing doing. Wow, great pursuit there by Warroad defensively. Tackle was made by number 56 for Warroad, Logan Carvinlaw, number 56. He is a senior. And, boy, he read that like a book, Mike.
Yeah, and it certainly looks like that 6 minutes paid off for their defense here. Park Rapids has not been able to do anything on this drive yet, and we'll see if that changes here on this play. Looks like we have a timeout.
Looks like Warroad called the timeout, so big 3rd and down and 10 here coming up for Warroad. 35-13, Panthers lead it here on Magnitude Sports.
Discover the perfect property for your needs and budget. Whether you're looking to buy or sell your home, find a cabin for the weekend family gatherings, or a lot for your dream home. Get started on your next adventure at wolfsimonrealestate.com. Browse the featured listings or utilize the advanced search tools to find exactly what you're looking for, like a city home, a country home, lake lot, acreages, or even commercial buildings. Wolf and Simon Real Estate, 1217 First Street East in Park Rapids, or call 218-237-7770.
Here we're live back in Park Rapids, 4:45 left in the third quarter here on Magnitude Sports. Park Rapids 35, Warroad 13. Warroad began the second half with a 6-minute, 2-second drive that ended in pay dirt, a 25-yard quarterback keeper run for Warroad. Liam Glover scampered in on a 4th and 1 to make it 35-13. Park Rapids, they tried a little squib kick. Park Rapids did recover it on their own 48. 2 plays for Park Rapids, nothing doing. That sets up 3rd and 10 for the Panthers from their own 48. Crowd getting into it. Got a great crowd on hand. The Panther faithful hoping for a first down. Norris back. He follows his blockers. Nobody downfield. Oh, he is looking. He does have a man, and it's caught. What a pass, complete to number 7, Matt Johanning. And again, another ball a little bit underthrown, but Johanning was able to get around Hurd there in the secondary to make a huge play on 3rd and long.
And that's the second time that we've seen Park Rapids receivers recognize that the pass is short. They come back, get it. That's a big play for the Panthers right there.
Boy, Norris too, Morris, he was flustered in the pocket. He came out, kept with it there, had his sights on Johanning and connected with him for a 38-yard completion. Here's Whalen. We've seen him punch it in before, and here once again he gets in. That's going to be a 10-yard touchdown run by number 9, the sophomore running back, Jaden Whalen. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's more than likely the dagger right there. That pass right before the touchdown really set Park Rapids up. As we talked about at halftime, they have more confidence. They're walking a little bit taller with their head up. And, man, they are playing like they are the team to beat right now. And there's no doubt about it.
They're playing inspired football. It's like, okay, we get punched, we're going to come back, get up on our feet, and we're going to go right back at it. So great response by Park Rapids. Whalen set to kick here. If he can make his 15th consecutive kick of the year, no doubt that's right through the uprights. So Park Rapids, a 4-play drive covering 52 yards. 4:27 left in the third quarter. A lot of points on the board tonight. It's Park Rapids 42, Warroad 13 here on Magnitude Sports.
True North Mechanical LLC serves the Park Rapids area and surrounding counties. If you need quality heating and cooling services, then you are in the right place. Give us a call for all of your air conditioning, radiant heat, or heat system needs. We accept calls 24 hours a day and are licensed, bonded, and insured for your protection. We look forward to hearing from you. Visit our website at truenorthmech.com. That's truenorthmech.com. Or call us at 218-252-4877.
All right, we're back live here at Park Rapids, Vern Weekly Field. This is Bo Lofgren along with the legend Mike Mason here. We're having a great time here in Park Rapids. We've had a little bit of everything here tonight, Mike, and there's still some football to be played, but Warroad had a great first drive of the second half. Park Rapids came right back and punched it in 4 plays, and here we are again. Park Rapids set to kick off 42-13.
Yeah, what a game by Park Rapids. I mean, they gave up a touchdown back in I believe it was the first quarter, and they came back right away and responded.
And boy, Whalen with the touchback, heck of a boot there. That's the first touchback we've seen all night. So Warroad, they're going to be backed up. They're going to get a chance, but yeah, that time is slipping away. But if they can come back and get a score, in this quarter, I wouldn't quite count them out just yet, but boy, again, defensively, they've got to get a stop, and so far they have not done that. But no, it's again, you're looking at talking points for both sides. Okay, I'm going to guarantee that Coach Nordic is going to go back and talk to these kids about those 2 penalties on that drive. Things that they can avoid. Warroad, it's like, okay, yeah, we're down here, but we can still work on things here. We've got an opportunity to shore some things up, and so that's what they're going to be looking at. They did a good job of mixing in the run and the pass, but I think they got to go to the air here, especially because, time is not on their side.
Yeah, time is definitely of the essence. Another 6-minute drive here would put them with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter approximately. So they need to do what they did on their last drive, but they need to do it in about half the time, in like maybe about 3 minutes instead of 6 minutes. Update from Thief River Falls, DGF Rebels with a 14-0 lead at halftime. And taking a look at the Perham East Grand Forks game, still 7-7 as at last report. And that one's at halftime now as well. So
also,
2 games at halftime.
We got Pelican Rapids leading Barnesville 8-6 at the end of the first half. So that
nice.
That's gonna raise some eyebrows. Glover, he's going back and he's gonna scramble to the left side now. He was looking downfield, nothing doing there, and he's gonna end up with maybe 2 or 3 yards before being sandwiched out of bounds over there. Nothing downfield. Looking for something, but when it's not there, if you're a quarterback, the next best thing to do is just take it and run.
Yeah, and he got tackled in bounds, too, and that keeps the clock running. And when you only pick up a couple of yards on a play, you want to get out of bounds and stop that clock.
That's right. No, the clock is, it's going to keep going here, and unfortunately for Warroad, not on their side. But, hey, they got 3 yards on that run. Glover did get 3 yards, so great run. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Warroad will have the ball from their own 22, 3:40 and counting left in the third quarter. Reeves again in motion, fakes after Reeves, and it's going to be to Rose. We haven't had his name called at all this second half. Zach Rose with the carry, and just like before, up the middle and minimal yardage, Mike.
Yeah, I think he got 1 yard on that play, and that's it. They need to go back to that pass over the middle. Even when I just watch Park Rapids line up defensively before the ball is even snapped, there's nothing in the middle. If they can get a receiver in there, and then that receiver can catch the ball, then they could pick up chunks of yardage quickly.
So we've got 3rd and 7, 2:57 left in the third quarter. Ball spotted at the 23-yard line for Warroad. They need this third down conversion. Glover fakes. He's got a man downfield. That pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for number 87, Luke Billingsley, sophomore wide receiver. Ball was overthrown just a little bit there by Glover. Coverage there for Park Rapids. Number 2, Carter Hurt, who did have 1 snap in at quarterback today, which led to a Wayland touchdown. So Warroad sitting at 4th and 7 now. I suppose at this point, Mike, no guts, no glory, right?
Yeah, you might as well go for it here, because if you don't, you give the ball back to Park Rapids, and they may score anyway. So
looks like they do have their punter back. Looks like Chamernick is back deep to punt it. We'll see if he does. Yeah, it looks like he's going to kick it deep. Oh,
got some movement. I think that's going to be on Warroad.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the end game there was, Mike, but unfortunately it's moving Warroad back another 5 yards, and I bet money that they'll punt it now.
Yeah, it kind of looked like with that movement that they had some trick up their sleeve, but now that they've showed their cards, Park Rapids is going to be ready for that possibility this time around.
Well, and two, it's early in the year, and there's things in the playbook that you maybe haven't had time to work on, and that might be something that Coach Barker will work on. If it was a fake punt or what they were trying to do. Any event, Warroad, Chamernick is deep to punt. He gets a high snap and gets it off, and boy, this one's not going to go very far again. Does get a favorable bounce, and it's going to be down at the 42. So it's going to be a 24-yard punt on paper. But that was the right decision to punt it 4th and long at that point of the field. You got to cut your losses and punt it down there. Park Rapids will have possession of the ball, 42-13, 2:37, third quarter. This is Magnitude Sports.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham,
Is an
Fergus Falls,
exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.
All right, we are not going off the air. Somehow the wrong button got pushed there, and I was able to stop it before it actually did stop things. So sorry for the scare there.
So that first down, Morris threw the ball, and the ball was thrown backwards. So, yeah, that was a live ball. It's going to be about a 7-8 yard loss. Good heads-up play by number 7, Matt Johanning, to get on the ball and recover that. If you're Warroad, boy, looking for any break that you can, that could have been a big break. And Park Rapids, rolling the dice a little bit with a big lead, throwing first down, but no, they've pressed all the right buttons tonight, and they've done so with consistency. 2nd and 19, under 2 minutes to go. Ball spotted at the 49-yard line of Warroad. And they're coming in hot. Another low snap. Morris did field it cleanly. That's the 4th low snap.
Yeah.
That time, nowhere to go.
No flag on the play. Yeah, there is. I don't see the flag on the field, but it certainly looked like encroachment on Warroad. Yep.
So that is going to go against the Warriors. Came in a little hot. I didn't see who came in, but nonetheless came in a little too quick. That'll be a 5-yarder on Warroad. It'll be Park Rapids ball here, 2nd and about 12. So 2nd and 12 for Park Rapids. They'll have the ball at the Warroad 44-yard line. Morris in shotgun formation. Split receiver left and right. And he gets the snap. He's going to keep it, go to the left side, and gets a couple.
Nice pickup there. Gets after the loss on the play, picks up about 4 yards to get the 2 they lost and get 2 more. So
nice pursuit there by the senior, number 56, Logan Carvenlaw, and they haven't been able to do that much with Morris, but that time they were able to and put Park Rapids in a position where it's 3rd and long and force the issue here if they're able to stop it. Again, very impressive crowd here on hand, Mike. These bleachers are packed, and we've got fans standing to the left and right. Very fun environment here, and credit these fans for coming out in droves here to cheer on their team. So we got 3rd and 8, ball at the 41. Morris scrambles to the right side, looks back left. He's got a man. It's Johanning, and he might go all the way. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, and...
Did he get the pylon? That's the question.
He's going to be about a yard short, but wow. Morris did a fantastic job. He scrambled right, checked his receivers, looked back left, and Johanning has been the guy, and he's made a few nice catches, and definitely another one there, and boy, sets him up at the 1 yard line, Mike. What a play.
Yeah, he dived forward for that pylon, but a nice job of the Warrior defenders to push his knee out of bounds first. And now with 38 seconds remaining in the third, I was going to say the ball game, but 38 seconds remaining in the third, Park Rapids is really going to have a chance to put this one away.
So it'll be 1st and goal now for Park Rapids from the Warroad 1. And Morris is going to be directly under center. We haven't seen that yet at all tonight. And that's going to be a touchdown. And Matt Johanning out of the backfield takes that ball into the end zone for 1 yard. And, boy, that's going to make it tough on Warroad with 35 seconds left. It's a 48-13 ball game, Mike.
Yeah, well, I think what Coach Nordick's thought was there is, well, he didn't get the touchdown on the pass, so let's put him in the backfield and finish off what he should have gotten.
No, absolutely, and it was a great play and a good opportunity to reward your receiver there for a job well done today. He has definitely been a playmaker on the offensive side for Park Rapids, making some outstanding catches. Whalen set to kick it, and the kick is up, and ladies and gentlemen, it's good. And now he is 16 for 16 on the year in the extra point category. 35.6 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Park Rapids 49, Warroad 13. This is Magnitude Sports.
Racer Construction. Call them today, 218-252-2120 for all your earthwork and excavation needs. They specialize in residential and commercial building sites, roads, driveways, and septic systems. They serve Becker, Hubbard, and the surrounding counties. The world is our sandbox, and our toys are big enough to play in it. Racer Construction, 218-252-2120. Good luck, Park Rapids Panthers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back live here at Park Rapids, Vern Weekly Field. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Park Rapids leads this ball game over Warroad 49-13. Warroad came out with a nice drive to start the third quarter, a 6-minute plus drive, thanks to a 25-yard run by quarterback Mr. Weaven Glover. But Park Rapids has responded for 2 touchdowns to really put a chokehold on the Warriors here as we wind down the third quarter. Whalen's kick is up. He had a touchback last time. Rose receives it at about the 5-yard line, heads upfield to the left side. He's got some room. He's still going, and he's brought down by Noah Morris. Brings him down, and nice healthy return for Rose. And again, Warroad trying to get some momentum their way here as we head to the fourth quarter, Mike.
Yeah, outstanding run on that return there, bringing it up to about the 41, 42-yard line. Looks like they're going to place it between the 40 and 41. But, yeah, it's too bad that didn't come sooner. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Yep, no, Rose, in their first game of the year, had a 90-yard punt return for a touchdown to beat St. Cloud Cathedral 24-22. Mike, there must have been a penalty on the play because now they're walking them back.
Yep, I just glanced over at the scoreboard. They had the yellow graphic up, so I didn't see the penalty. But
I didn't even see the flag come out, so shoot, that wipes out a pretty healthy return. Nonetheless, they're going to have the ball at about their own 22 with 27 seconds left. Looking at a 49-13 ball game here. 8 seconds on the play clock. And Glover hands it off to Reeves, and boy, what a nice cut upfield.
Yep.
And that's going to be close to a first down, or in fact, it will be for Tafari Reeves in motion. We've seen him come do that a few times, and boy, nice to see him get the ball and get the first down for Warroad here.
That is the second time where they started the run going outside the numbers, but then cut back up the middle, and it's worked. They've had 3 plays that have worked. It's all been up the middle. 2 runs in that 1 pass play, and that should bring us to the final ticks of this will be the final play of the third quarter if they can get it off in the next 5 seconds.
1st and 10 from the Warroad 34, and looks like we've got some miscommunication here. I think they're going to just call it a day here for the third quarter, Mike, as we head to the fourth quarter. 1 quarter left here from Park Rapids. Your score, the Park Rapids Panthers 49, the Warroad Warriors 13. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Magnitude Sports.
True North Mechanical LLC serves the Park Rapids area and surrounding counties. If you need quality heating and cooling services, then you are in the right place. Give us a call for all of your air conditioning, radiant heat, or heat system needs. We accept calls 24 hours a day and are licensed, bonded, and insured for your protection. We look forward to hearing from you. Visit our website at truenorthmech.com. That's truenorthmech.com. Or call us at 218-252-4877.
Well, welcome back here to Park Rapids. 3 quarters in the books, and it's 49-13. Park Rapids leads it over Warroad. Gorgeous night here for football. Darkness has overtaken the field here, and it's a beautiful sight. Friday Night Lights, mid-September. We've had a great night, a great environment. The PA folk here have had some great tunes playing, Mike. It's always makes it fun. They've really made it a fun atmosphere at Park Rapids. It's been a treat to be here, so thanks to everyone for putting a great show on here for these kids. We got 1st and 10 from the Warroad 34. Glover goes back, looks across the middle. There it is across the middle. And the pass attempt was there for number 87, Luke Billingsley, broken up
in the
secondary, and we've got a flag. Broken up by number 1, Blake Morris was there to break that up. It looks like they're going to call a pass interference penalty. And Warroad's going to get another first down.
Yeah, so even though he didn't catch the pass, it's basically the equivalent of a pass, completed pass. So
yeah, going over the middle like we talked about earlier, Mike. And again, You want to put together a good drive or two, finish strong here, right? You want to finish strong, get things right here. Again, they've had one really good drive. You can maybe argue the best sustained drive of the game by both teams. Warroad had to start the second half, but nonetheless, they have the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line with 11:40 left to go here in the ball game. Glover takes the snap and hands it off to Rose. His name gets called, and it's probably the most yards he's gotten all night on a carry, about a 5-yard carry. It was a nice effort, second effort by Rose to pick up those extra yards.
And a nice job there by the Warriors on that double fake handoff in the backfield as it appeared to the Park Rapids defense that they were going to go outside to the right, and then that's where their defense went. That's what made that middle opening there for the run up the middle. And like I've said at least 5 times, the up the middle has been working for Warroad tonight. They just haven't taken advantage of that opportunity yet.
2nd and 5 for the Warriors from the Panther 46 in Panther territory. Glover takes the snap, draw right up the middle. It's going to be close.
Yep.
About a 3, 4, or 4 or 5 yard gain. It'll be close. I'm going to guess it may be a smidge short, but we'll see here.
So on 2 plays, they've gained 8, maybe 9 yards, and they've both been up the middle. And we talked about that 4th and 4 mentality, and that's exactly what I'm referencing, those last 2 plays by the Warriors.
So 3rd and short. Yeah, it is 3rd down. 3rd and less than 1. Glover, shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Glover calling signals, changing the play a little bit here, it looks like. And takes the snap. Looks he's being pursued to the right side, and pass was broken up. Pass was intended for the sophomore tight end, Logan Gustafson.
Yeah, that pass was right on target, and Gustafson likely had the catch. That was all Park Rapids defense to put a stop to that one. Nice job by the Panthers as well.
So we've got 4th here, 4th down. Again, if you're Warroad, opportunity to sustain this drive. Park Rapids, you're looking to seal this up and get the ball back. And I see we got running time here with a 36-point lead. So it's 4th and 1. 9 minutes and change left in the ball game. Glover, shotgun formation. He takes it. He hands it off to Rose and jukes a couple of guys. And a nice play by Rose, playing hard here. It's going to be a 1st down for the Warriors, and just another opportunity to keep this drive going.
Interesting score here coming in on AA action in Pelican Rapids. 6 minutes left in the 3rd. The Barnesville Trojans are trailing. Yeah, you heard me correctly. They're trailing 8-6 to the Pelican Rapids Vikings with 6 minutes left in the 3rd. We'll keep you updated on that as much as we can throughout the final 8 and change of this one.
So the Warriors have it 1st and 10. Glover still in at quarterback. We got Rose on in the backfield. Gives it to Rose. Seen that a lot of times where they get through the line and then the Park Rapids linebackers just come in and swarm them like a swarm of bees, I guess you could say. But no, I've seen that a few times. But Rose, keeping those legs churning, was able to get 2 hard-fought yards here, keeping this thing going.
Another AA score that kind of catches me off guard. Pillager up 26-7 with 4 minutes left in the 2nd over Breckenridge. That one kind of throws me off a little bit.
Yeah, that is a little bit of an eyebrows raiser.
Halftime, Staples Motley up 46-7 over Walker Hackensack Akeley.
So Tafari Reeves, again, on the sweep play, instead of cutting up, was going to the outside, but Park Rapids was able to contain him. Not much there. Reeves does head out. So it's going to be third and long here, 3rd and about 8. We're at 7:40 and counting here in regulation. 49-13, Park Rapids with the lead over Warroad.
Frazee and Crookston also playing tonight, but I don't have a score on that one yet. So if we get one, I'll pass it along.
So, yeah, great fans here tonight, and not many of them have left, if any, here cheering on their team. So we've got 3rd and 8. Glover in shotgun once again. He's going to take the snap. He's going to look to his right. 3 receivers on the right side looking downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's been the problem on those deep pass attempts is just overthrowing the receiver. I mean, the receiver's not even getting an opportunity to catch them, and then when they do get an opportunity to catch them, they look upfield and drop the ball. So that's something that they'll need to work on in practice here this upcoming week.
Yeah, that pass was intended for the senior Tanner Anderson. It looked like just I think Glover thought he was going to do a go route, and he kind of stopped and then went. And so yeah, no, it is what it is. If we got 4th and 8, Warroad, another good little drive here. Let's see if they can continue this drive
And the important thing here for Park Rapids is to not commit a penalty. That seems to be the theme.
So Glover, he looks to the right side. He's got a man, and is that ball? He does bring it in. What a catch by number 14, Ryan Moan. Wow.
Yeah, and up the middle, not quite the way you wanted that one to end it, but at least it ended in your favor. So
Glover threw that ball, I mean, with a little fire on it, and Moan made a great catch. Oh, my gosh, that was a fantastic catch. And way to convert a 4th down, move those chains, and Warroad again with another nice drive here in the second half. These are definitely positive talking points that Coach Barker can use with his team that, hey, we had some adversity here in the first half, but we put together a couple of nice drives. So we got 1st and 10, 5:40 left. Ball at the Panther 25. Glover takes it, and ball is handed off to number, I think it was 21, Ben Norris, I believe.
Yeah, he's going to pick up 3, maybe 4 on that play. Not a bad pickup on that run. They're going to give him 4. So.
Yep, they're moving forward. Norris again had the big play in the second half, 67-yard reception that set him up for a touchdown on the next play and a 12-yard keeper by Glover. So we got 2nd and 6, 5 minutes left here. Park Rapids, gorgeous night here at Vern Weekly Field. Glover in shotgun. He hands it off, or he's going to take it rather. Keeper up the middle, bottled up by a host of Panthers there, nowhere to go.
He may have gained about 1 yard on that play. On your camera, it looks more like he gained 3 or 4 yards, but he only gained about 1 on there. Angle of the camera is a little deceptive.
So we got 3rd and about 5, 4:30 left in the contest here. Again, both teams entered this game with a 1-1 record, so Park Rapids holds on. They're going to improve to 2-1 on the season, and
that's going to be the first time they've been had more wins than losses than the last time I can remember.
And nowhere to go on that run. Number 21, again, Ben Norris with the carry. And yeah, a little surprised to not try in the air here, but you know what? They're doing them, and they've got an opportunity here again to convert a 4th down. They did last time on that nice pass play to Ryan Moan. Let's see what Coach Barker calls here on another 4th down.
I think one thing I liked on that last play there is Park Rapids, you're up by plenty, and just showing some sportsmanship there was Blake Morris. And just, we're beating you up on the scoreboard, but we're not going to beat you up after the play and the whistle. So I love seeing that.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. So 4th and 5, 3:20 left in the game. Glover, shotgun. We got 2 receivers left and right. Takes the snap, looks left, looks back to the right, and he had Ryan Moan again and put it right where he had to. Just Moan sliding on the ground, just couldn't quite catch that ball. That was a tough play.
Yeah, and once again, Park Rapids defense getting their hands in there. More specifically, it was Landon Strasburg who got his hands in there defensively to break up that pass. But once again, that was a pass up the middle that I've been talking about all game, and it almost worked another time. I think that's the first time going up the middle that something hasn't worked out up the middle for Warroad.
So Noah Morris's night is done. So Carter Hurt, the backup quarterback, he's going to take over here with 2 minutes and change left in the ball game. Park Rapids has it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
I forgot that they stopped the clock after change of possession, so we got a little bit more than 2:19, not much.
Fumbled snap recovered. Oh my gosh, what a nice run there to the outside. I apologize, I didn't catch the number right away. My bad. Number 16, that was number 16, Aiden Monum. A nice run to the outside, and these second, third stringers coming into the game, it's an opportunity for them, right, Mike, to be on the field, varsity field, Friday Night Lights, right? Take advantage.
Yeah, especially after you probably played a game on Monday on the JV side.
Yeah. No, you'll take it. All those bumps and bruises go away with an opportunity to play a few snaps here on a Friday night. So 1st and 10, 15-yard gain there for Park Rapids. And against Manham again, up the middle, cutting left and right, and boy, he's still on his feet.
Wow.
Nice hard run by Aiden Manham, the junior. And boy, that's going to be another first down, close to a 20-yard pickup. And he did a great job following his blockers and keeping those feet moving.
They're going to mark the ball at the 46, but Madam had a stiff arm at about his own 48. And if it wasn't for that stiff arm, he wouldn't have picked up those extra 6 yards.
So 2 nice runs there by the junior tailback. A minute and change left. Student section here, Park Rapids in big droves here. They've been pretty vocal all night. And we've got a full stance here and people left and right along the fence here. Boy, good turnout here in Park Rapids. Fun to see so much excitement here for this football game. 1st and 10, 50 seconds left, 46-yard line of Warroad. High snap. Pitch out to Manham again. He goes left, right. Boy, he's going to have close to first down yardage again, Mike. I think he's got it.
I want to say, where did this kid come from? Every time he gets the ball, he picks up 7-8 yards.
Yeah. And a great job by Carter Hurt, too. Had a little high snap there, was able to field it cleanly and get that handoff off, and everybody else did their job to provide Manham a nice little run. So
they probably will not run another play here. Looks like they're not going to break the huddle. We're inside 10 seconds, and
so that's going to be your ball game. Park Rapids getting their second win of the season and their first home win since September 24th, 2021. And they flat out dominated on offense. They did a bang-up job on defense. Credit Warroad for playing to the end, Mike. They had 2 good drives in the second half. One resulted in a touchdown. One was a little bit short, but both teams played hard. But boy, you got to give credit to Park Rapids for just playing a complete ball game on both sides of the ball.
And if you were watching back in the pregame show early in the first quarter, I said that I was not going to say something until the postgame. Congratulations to the Park Rapids Panthers. They have never won a football game on Magnitude Sports until tonight.
So the curse is broken. So
Yep.
I don't know if it was just the planets and stars aligned, or I don't think that's the case. The Park Rapids, they got a lot of good things going on with their program. Coach Nordic, changing the culture a little bit. It's baby steps, but boy, they've taken 2 huge steps here in the last 2 weeks, getting a big win on the road at Crookston, and then big crowd here on hand, and coming in with Warroad, you're neck and neck, trying to keep pace in Section 8 AA and maybe get a top 4 seed and more. So this is a pretty convincing win, and so be curious. It'll be really fun to see when Park Rapids and Warroad, as time goes on, where they'll fit in. But great time here, beautiful night, and lots of fun here on Magnitude Sports with a great Section 8 AA matchup. And Park Rapids, they're pretty fired up, and they should be. Last home win in 2 years. They have reason to celebrate.
Yeah, I think they have Roseau next. You have the schedule in front of you.
So
right?
Next week here, Roseau comes to town. Roseau, they're 0-3, and Park Rapids sitting at 2-1. So that'll be another home game for Park Rapids. Warroad, meanwhile, they'll head back home, and they get Frazee at home. So they'll get an opportunity to play at home. Frazee's got to make that long drive up to Warroad.
Yeah.
I think not knowing what Coach Barker would say at this moment, but I've got to believe that things were better today than they were last week. You lose 48-0 at home, giving up 42 points first half. They did struggle defensively, so there's some things they got to shore up there for sure. But they were able to sustain some drives, and I certainly respect the fight that their team had throughout the game, and that's all on coaching. That's great coaching there.
Yeah, absolutely. What a game! Like I said in the pregame, I expected this one to maybe be a little bit closer, but Park Rapids, I think I brought it up in sometime in the third, or maybe it was late at the end of halftime. That loss to Fergus. It was Fergus, right?
Yep, Fergus Falls. Yep.
It was the punch in the gut that they needed. They rolled over Crookston. Tonight they gave up a couple touchdowns, but it certainly didn't phase them at all.
Oh no, not absolutely not. Nope, they looked like a team that we've had a setback here or there, but it's how you respond in that. And they played really good team football. A lot of energy and just making plays. Boy, I was really impressed with their quarterback, number 4, Noah Morris. He had a whale of a ball game. Matt Johanning with some great catches. Jaden Whalen out of the backfield scoring a few touchdowns and getting the extra points kicked through the upright. That's still a very important part of high school football.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
crapshoot
not
with
easy.
the kicking game. No, if you got that guy, man, it's really nice to have to know that, okay, yep, almost every time we're going to punch it in, we're going to get 7, not 6. And a lot of good things here for both sides of the ball. But, give credit to Park Rapids. They are really fired up right now, and rightfully so after a pretty tough stretch here they've had. They're due to have some good moments like this. And Warroad, Coach Barker, again, first year, he'll keep working with his kids. Watch some film, get back to work on Monday, and they'll get another opportunity to play at home against Frazee next Friday.
And now the student section going out to greet their
great.
team.
I love it.
And a lot of the names that you've heard called on the Park Rapids side tonight, a lot of these players have been on those teams that have struggled. And now they're getting into their junior and senior seasons, and they pick up a big, huge win tonight. They get one over Crookston. But I think the thing that sticks in my mind the most about this game is when Warroad scored those 2 touchdowns, boom, back. Like 3 plays later, and Park Rapids gets those points back. And it happened after both of the Warroad touchdowns.
That's right. They were able to respond to that adversity. Even early on, they completed a pass, and then they lost. They had a fumble there, and Warroad got the ball back, and and then boom, they get a turnover right back, and then 2 plays later they score. With Park Rapids, boy, just a lot of balance offensively, the deep play capability with Morris throwing the ball down the field, and just they had a hard time containing him. Warroad did. So I think teams, they make adjustments, and with everything now with out there on film, it's much easier to scout and look at things, and coaches are way smarter than I could ever be. That's why I'm not on the field. Football, it's there's a lot of moving parts, but again, with football, what's great, we talked about earlier, it's a great team sport. You got many opportunities to get kids involved, whether it's we saw the backup quarterback for Park Rapids come in. Carter Hurt came in. Morris had a little helmet malfunction. He came in, handed the ball off to Whalen to score a touchdown. And you just got to be ready to go. Special teams, we saw some great special teams plays on both sides of the ball too. And so, football, if you're going to have a sport where it really epitomizes family football, boy, it's pretty tough to beat.
Checking some other AA scores, we have a final, Frazee 41-0 over Crookston.
Oh, wow.
And then this game here, 49-13. Barnesville at the start of the fourth quarter has scored, and they now lead 14-8 over Pelican Rapids, and that one's early in the fourth. 26-7 Pillager over Breckenridge with a couple minutes left in the fourth, or 4 minutes left in the second at last report on that one. Let's see here. That looks like Staples Motley 46-7 over Walker Hackensack Akeley at halftime. No update on that one yet. Maybe it still is at halftime because I just forgot we had an hour early start, so that's possible. Let's see here. And then no score from Pine River Bacchus and Wadena Deer Creek. As we flip over to the AAA, Dilworth Glendon Felton up 29-0 over Thief River Falls. That's a halftime score. And one other one, Perham and East Grand Forks. Let's see if I can find that one here. East Grand Forks with 10 minutes left in the third has a 13-7 lead over the Perham Yellow Jackets. That's a home game for Perham. And I think that's all the ones here that we will check in on our area. Fergus Falls, Detroit Lakes playing tonight. No score update on that one as of yet. And that will cap up our AA and AAA scoreboard here, as once again the Park Rapids Panthers on the Wolf and Simon Real Estate scoreboard pick up a 49-13 win over the Warroad Warriors. We'll collect some final thoughts. We'll talk about player of the game nominees and select one, and we'll take a break and come back with all that information right after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Racer Construction. Call them today, 218-252-2120, for all your earthwork and excavation needs. They specialize in residential and commercial building sites, roads, driveways, and septic systems. They serve Becker, Hubbard, and the surrounding counties. The world is our sandbox, and our toys are big enough to play in it. Racer Construction, 218-252-2120. Good luck, Park Rapids Panthers.
Discover the perfect property for your needs and budget. Whether you're looking to buy or sell your home, find a cabin for the weekend family gatherings, or a lot for your dream home. Get started on your next adventure at wolfsimonrealestate.com. Browse the featured listings or utilize the advanced search tools to find exactly what you're looking for, like a city home, a country home, lake lot, acreages, or even commercial buildings. Wolf and Simon Real Estate, 1217 First Street East in Park Rapids, or call 218-237-7770.
True North Mechanical LLC serves the Park Rapids area and surrounding counties. If you need quality heating and cooling services, then you are in the right place. Give us a call for all of your air conditioning, radiant heat, or heat system needs. We accept calls 24 hours a day and are licensed, bonded, and insured for your protection. We look forward to hearing from you. Visit our website at truenorthmech.com. That's truenorthmech.com. Or call us at 218-252-4877.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
All right, welcome back. 49-13, your final score. Let's take a look at what's coming up for these two teams. We'll start with Warroad as, let's see here. For some reason, I got the wrong team up here. Now 1-2 on the season, 0-1 when playing on the road. They have Frazee up next, and then they'll have a tough test on the road on a pair of road games, one at Barnesville, and then maybe a little bit easier time against Crookston. But and then they have Hawley, who's 2-1 this season. They'll finish up the regular season on Wednesday, October 18th, on the road against the Roseau Rams. So, a loss here tonight. One that probably you wish you could play over and maybe not play to the degree that you played tonight. Yep. But I'm sure there's a lot of tape to look at this game for Warroad and opportunities to improve in some areas. And you want to take advantage of the games against Frazee and Crookston because, like I said, Barnesville's going to be a tough test. Hawley's going to be a tough test. And then you got Roseau to wrap up the season. So, in theory, let's say you go 2-3 in those final 5 games. Yep. You'd much rather go 3-2 in those final 5 games. That'll put you in a much better position heading section playoff time.
Yeah, I think with Coach Barker, pregame talked to him. He said, we want to try to take 2 steps forward. I don't think they took 2 forward, but I think they took a step in the right direction based off last night. There were some pockets there where they they did compete, and they had some chances to make it a 2-score game early on, but again, defensively, that's I think their glaring weakness, and they'll go back and look at the film and make some adjustments there. Frazee, they're going to host Frazee, who just had a big win, 41-0
over Crookston.
So Frazee, they were 0-2, so they had all cylinders firing, it looks like, and so that's not going to be a cakewalk game either for Warroad. So and again, now you've got two teams that are 1-2. Whoever wins that game, you're back at 2-2, and now you're thinking, okay, yep, we're thinking we could maybe be in that middle of the pack again. So I think Warroad, again, not 2 steps forward, but I think at least a step, I would say. There were some pockets of this game where they really did put things together, but it comes down to, just defensively, they just did not have an answer for Park Rapids all night.
Yeah, Park Rapids just they did. I outside of maybe a couple of penalties, I can't recall anything they might have done wrong in this game, to be honest with you.
No, right. No, absolutely right. No, there was that kind of that freak turnover on a completed pass and then a strip fumble, and that was about the only thing.
And that was early in the first quarter, too. I think on the first drive, if I remember correctly. Yep. And then after that, just solid, nearly flawless football, like I said, outside of a couple of penalties. So Park Rapids, they improved to 2-1 now, and 1-0 at home as they win their first home game since, what was the date on that, Bo?
September 24th, 2021. So it's you're looking at almost 2 years. So again, just the little things, right? You have, you look at the programs like Barnesville, where gosh, they have been so accustomed to winning, and rightfully so, because Coach Strand has done a tremendous job with this program since day one when he went there, and it was all about the culture down there. And
culture in the weight room in Barnesville.
Weight room, yep. He's done a tremendous job, down there, and so and they were perennial doormats when he was their coach when they were Agassiz Valley, and the Agassiz Valley Thunder. They were paired with Rotse, and he came in, and it took him a couple of years, and So, but my point is that. They're so accustomed to winning, and rightfully so, they've done a great job. Where Park Rapids, gosh, hey, they won a football game at home the first time in 2 years. And it's like that, regardless of where Park Rapids ends up this year, I think, who knows what can happen. I think the book is still out on them. There's a lot of good positive pieces for them. I'm really excited to see, and we'll look at their schedule here in a minute. But again, getting a win at home, getting 2 wins, back-to-back wins, a big crowd here tonight. And, the people that were here, well, what are they going to do in the small town? They're going to see people at the gas station or the grocery store, and, hey, did you hear about the game? Oh, tell me about it. It's going to create a lot of positive energy for your program. And what do they get? Next week they get a home game against Roseau, a team that has kind of been on the skids this year. They're 0-3, and so I think for Park Rapids, things are looking up. They have a really good possibility of being at the halfway point, sitting at 3-1. If they play like they did tonight, my gosh, they could compete with anybody.
Yeah, and when you look back at the games that Park Rapids has played so far, Fergus Falls lost 42-28 in that game against the Otters, and that was kind of how they lost their games to all the AAA teams.
Sure.
But then you get Crookston, a AA team, and you get Warroad tonight, another AA team, and those scores starting to flip-flop. 35-7 tonight, 49-13 was it? Yeah. And they shut off the scoreboard already, but that's okay. And then they got Roseau, as you mentioned. They're having a tough time. I think if they can get a win similar to this one tonight against Roseau next Friday night, then they go on the road to Hawley for their first real AA test, in my humble opinion.
You're
right. And then if they can do, let's say they lose the game to Hawley by, like, say, 1 possession, like 6 points or less. Not the end of the world. You can still come out of that game with your head up, and then you get the measuring stick of AA for like the last 10 years. You get Barnesville. And thankfully, if maybe that's the right word to use, you get Barnesville at home here at Vern Weekly Field instead of having to travel to Barnesville.
Yes.
So,
looking at Park Rapids here, Roseau next week, and then the back half of their schedule, though, I think the verdict will be out on them because it's pretty loaded. You got a road game at Hawley, then they host Barnesville. Then they go to Frazee, and again, Frazee they had a big game tonight.
Crushing win tonight.
And then Pelican Rapids MEA week, and again, they've been fighting tooth and nail with Barnesville tonight. So, but again, the way they played, I was just really impressed with the playmaking ability of Morris and some of the pieces around him. They've got that automatic there in the extra point with Whalen there. Defensively, they did a pretty good job of solidifying the defense there, not giving up. You hold a team to 13 points. You're doing a lot of good things there. And, again, just a lot of enthusiasm. Good numbers for Coach Nordic, too. I think he's got close to 50 kids, 9th through 12th grade, and they were all dressing on the sidelines. That's wonderful. So, yeah, Park Rapids, boy, and you just mentioned to it going from the AAA to AA. I think they're happy with that move and the appeal process that the high school league was able to listen to their case, and I think it's a good fit for them. And in the teams in the section, to get through a section, you want to play good teams. You want to have teams like a Park Rapids in your section because, all right, well, you're going to get better by playing good competition. So I think it's a win-win for the teams and the rest of the teams in Section AAA, and obviously a win for Park Rapids too, because they feel like not only both are they having success and growing, but they're able to really truly play teams. They're at their level, learn and grow and come back and ready to go. But that second half of their schedule is pretty brutal. So
we'll see how they do. But if it wasn't for injury for Pelican Rapids, it's Barnesville Pelican Rapids the last 2 or 3 years in that section title game. So to have a team like Park Rapids maybe come out of the woodwork and take one of those teams' places, or maybe I'm really on October 13th there, that road game at Frazee. That's one that I'm going to be really interested in. I think it's really important that you come out and you make a statement against Roseau like you did against Crookston and Warroad tonight, and then you get that momentum, you take it to Hawley, you see what happens, and then you come home. Let's say they win the game against Hawley. What a momentum boost coming home against probably one of the best teams in AA in quite some time against Barnesville.
Yeah, I know with Hawley, next week they get Barnesville, and that's going to be a very physical game. We'll have to wait and see what happens tonight in Barnesville too in Pelican and Barnesville. But, yeah, that's going to be a very physical game. And then for Hawley to come back again and then take on Park Rapids, that'll at least be a home game for Hawley. But no, Hawley, yeah, there's some great teams with Hawley, Pelican, Barnesville. Park Rapids has got to enter that discussion there, I think, too, as those top 4 teams. And you got an update from Barnesville?
Yeah, it looks like about 8 minutes in the fourth, and Barnesville's crawled their way out in front 28-8. So that one, we'll see what Pelican Rapids can do in that final 8 minutes. But if you're a Vikings fan, you're probably not liking that statement right now.
But no, I guess, we'll see what happens there. But no, Pelican sounds like they, have given them a pretty solid game. And I guess, too, with defending state champions, a great program, that's all you can ask for. So.
If you take Barnesville out of 8AA or out of AA, Pelican Rapids is probably that measuring stick in AA.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think them, and I think Hawley would say that they would be too. Hawley had a tough season last year. Lost a lot of close games. Tough first game against Perham. Outside of a couple of plays early on in that game, they kind of shored things up. Didn't do so well offensively, but the last couple of games they've done well too. But Hawley, Pelican Rapids, with getting a healthy Timmy Guler back, that's going to be a game changer when he's suited up and he's playing. So I don't think he was playing tonight, the last I had heard, but I know he's on that recovery process and is going to be in there. I know he'll be there when it matters most, and when you've got a senior, I don't care what ability, they're going to play hard because you got to tear that jersey off you.
Yeah.
That last time, because we've said before, football is a hard end when it's all done. So it's great to have in our section. In any section, it's great when you have multiple teams that
can be competitive.
Yep. And again, like Warroad tonight, gosh, a few things. I think they're right there too. But again, you got Brandon Barker, his first year. Lots to chew on, lots to go through, and he's learning what he has with them, and he'll bounce back. And I think these guys too. They'll improve it the second half of the season, and they've done it before. They could do it again, pull off an upset here or there. That's kids playing kids' game, and the sportsmanship. Mike, you alluded to that earlier. Yeah, great sportsmanship. I think that's one thing. I think COVID. That's one of the many positives that came through COVID is kids saw that. Gosh, this these games and these opportunities were taken away, and we
Yeah.
can't take them for granted. And I think the high school league's done a tremendous job too of promoting points of emphasis, and they've really hit sportsmanship the last several years, and and it's great to see that being coached. And Minnesota's got a pretty good reputation with that sportsmanship and those programs too, and so we saw that several times tonight, which is always great.
And I never really thought about it, but when you brought that up about that coming, one of the things coming out of the COVID year, I guess you could call it, back in 2020-ish. I've seen it more now since then than I had prior to that.
What's that?
The sportsmanship from players on the field, on the court, etc. And and you mentioned it. I've seen the MSHSL promoted on social media, all sorts of things, sportsmanship related. So yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because that's actually one thing I've never even thought of before. So I've seen it happen a lot, but I've actually seen it more since that COVID break. And you mentioned earlier Holly would like to argue about being one of those top teams in the section, and I can't disagree with that, because back, I think it was either the 2017 or the 2018 football season, I called the game between Holly and Barnesville in Barnesville, and Holly won that game, and that was like the first time Barnesville lost at home in like 5 years or something like that. So, and I think that may have been the last time they lost at home too.
Could have been.
So
No.
We'll take a break, and here on our Racer Construction post-game show, and when we return, we'll select the player of the game and wrap things up here in a moment on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Discover the perfect property for your needs and budget. Whether you're looking to buy or sell your home, find a cabin for the weekend family gatherings, or a lot for your dream home. Get started on your next adventure at wolfsimonrealestate.com. Browse the featured listings or utilize the advanced search tools to find exactly what you're looking for, like a city home, a country home, lake lot, acreages, or even commercial buildings. Wolf and Simon Real Estate, 1217 1st Street East in Park Rapids, or call 218-237-7770.
True North Mechanical LLC serves the Park Rapids area and surrounding counties. If you need quality heating and cooling services, then you're in the right place. Give us a call for all of your air conditioning, radiant heat, or heat system needs. We accept calls 24 hours a day and are licensed, bonded, and insured for your protection. We look forward to hearing from you. Visit our website at truenorthmech.com. That's truenorthmech.com. Or call us at 218-252-4877.
Racer Construction. Call them today, 218-252-2120, for all your earthwork and excavation needs. They specialize in residential and commercial building sites, roads, driveways, and septic systems. They serve Becker, Hubbard, and the surrounding counties. The world is our sandbox, and our toys are big enough to play in it. Racer Construction, 218-252-2120. Good luck, Park Rapids Panthers. All right, welcome back. Final score one more time, 49-13 here in your Racer Construction post-game show. I think Coach Nordrick has the Domino's Pizza on the way. I know they're not a sponsor, but we'll give them the plug. And before that, if we can get through our player of the game, we might get a slice of that pizza. But before we get to the player of the game, or the player of the game, I should say, I think well, you know what? This actually ties in with our player of the game, because you were mentioned that Waylon was hadn't missed an extra point. He was like 16 of 16, including tonight.
Yep.
And I was like, if you keep saying that, he's going to miss one, and everybody's going to blame you.
Well, I used to be, as a baseball coach, one of the unwritten rules, if someone's got a no-hitter, you don't talk about it. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, how can me talking about it be the reason why someone or something doesn't continue on? So, no, I caught that, doing a little research. I'm like, wow, he hasn't missed an extra point. Hopefully I'm correct on that based on what I found online. That's where I got my resources there. But anyway, I think without a doubt, boy, he was 7 for 7 tonight, and all the kicks were right down the middle. And but no, there were some great playmakers on the field. Obviously, let's talk about the positives for Park Rapids. Their senior quarterback, Noah Morris, boy, put together, great presence in the pocket. If he flushed out, he made things happen. He'd check his reads, and he'd get upfield. And, he would really do a good job of turning and getting up. Boy, he made some great passes down the field. He was kind of in the mix. Senior wide receiver Matt Johanning. Boy, he made some great catches. There was one non-catch. He was out of bounds, but that was a highlight grab there. That was amazing. But then, give credit to the coaching staff. There was a 38-yard pass play to Johanning that he made, and he got down to the one. And the coaching staff for Park Rapids put him back in the backfield, and they gave him that. Run, and I thought that's great coaching. That's giving kids an opportunity to finish the job, and I really like that call. Johanning made some great plays, but boy, I got to give the player of the game nod to sophomore running back number 9, Jaden Whalen. He had 3 touchdowns tonight, a 15-yard run, a run from 3 yards, and run from 10, and he was 7-7 from. With the extra points, and again, it's nice to have that kind of in your back pocket that, hey, almost automatic, and who knows, in a game where conversions come and go, and if you're down 2 points and you're at the 10-yard line and it's 4th down, you could kick a short field goal, but you never know. But he really impressed me tonight, and as a sophomore too, it takes a village, right? And Park Rapids they have a variety. They've got some seniors, some juniors, some sophomores sprinkled in, and they've got some guys that do play both sides of the ball. But I was impressed with their depth, and to have a few sophomores in there, including Jaden Whalen, being such an integral part of their offense and their special teams. Congratulations to Jaden and all the players from Park Rapids on a job well done. But Jaden, you caught my attention, and congratulations to you, and best of luck to you and your teammates throughout the 2023 season.
Yeah, I have no disagreements. Like you said, 3 touchdowns, right?
Yep.
Oh. And then he was perfect on the extra points tonight, and to the best of our knowledge, he's been perfect all season. So no argument there. And like I said, he's just a sophomore, so hopefully we can get a few more wins for Park Rapids and maybe get one of those seniors as a player of the game so they don't get jealous at the sophomore.
Oh, gosh, I don't want to create any enemies. Don't want to do that. No, they're all deserving. It's a team effort. It is a team effort for sure. So, but no, just when I got here today, I've never been to their football field. I've coached a lot of baseball adjacent, a lot of good memories there. But when I got here today, people here are very warm and friendly. The music, it's still blaring here. We got a little Gary Glover here, Rock and Roll Part 2 going on. But music was playing, friendly staff. They had the inflatable football with helmet with the tunnel there, concessions. And so there's a great vibe here. And a big win like this is only going to help Park Rapids football here in the future. And they get to do it again next week.
Yeah, and one thing I said in our DGF broadcast last Friday was that the DJ really makes it like a rock concert, and I didn't think that any other football team or venue did it the way that DGF did it. And then I come to Park Rapids tonight, and bam, they either have been doing it or they're like, they watched that game last week and said we got to start this. The little things, and again, like you said, it takes a village. You got people to take the tickets and work concessions and do your grounds maintenance. You got people that paint the lines on the football field. All these little things that you got to do to make things work. That sometimes people just don't realize. They show up and everything's just there. But no, there's a lot of people behind the scenes, and I think just buying in and taking a part in your school and your community and what schools and in rural communities, you're either growing or dying. In Park Rapids right now, there's a lot of good things going on. Again, we alluded to in the pregame about their school additions here adjacent to their current school, and that's a good thing. People are putting an investment into their school, and without your school, you don't have much going on. So it's great. It's great to see Park Rapids doing so well, and again on the field here too. Great day, great game for them. Warroad, on the other hand, we want to wish them best of luck too, and they're going to bounce back. Coach Barker will have them ready. They get a home game next week up in Warroad against Frazee, and opportunity to even their record at 2-2 at the halfway point. And with that, let's take a look at what's coming up here on Magnitude Sports, as the Park Rapids Panthers volleyball team will be the next team we feature on air. They'll be on the road at the DGF Rebels. That should be an entertaining matchup, and we'll have it for you Tuesday night here on Magnitude Sports. And then we come back to Park Rapids, where the Panthers will host the Attican Turkeys on Thursday night in volleyball, and then it's back to the football field next Friday. DGF in Morris area, Perham and Little Falls, your 2 games on the docket. We're going to try and make that a triple header, but right now it's just a double header at the moment. And then you can dig deeper into that schedule once again by going to our website, magnitudesn.com. You can also find us on YouTube, X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. There's all the handles there for you if you want to follow and or like and all that cool stuff. We'd certainly appreciate it. Your final score one more time, the Park Rapids Panthers 49 and the Warroad Warriors 13 on your Wolf and Simon Real Estate scoreboard. Bo, final thoughts?
Final thoughts? Well, great night of football. A lot of fun to be here. Just I guess for me, when you're tied into working and doing things at a school, to come and just watch other towns and watch high school kids compete, it was a blast. I had a great time working with you, and thanks for asking. It was a lot of fun. Again, a lot of great things by both teams, and it's just fun to come out on a Friday night. But I think with Park Rapids, they got to be feeling pretty good about the future. Warroad, they've got some work to do. They get a chance to play at home next Friday night against Frazee, I think just seeing Park Rapids, getting to see them firsthand was a treat, and I'm really looking forward to the Section 8AA playoffs. I think there's going to be some really good football games when it gets down to it. So, my final thoughts. I want to give a quick shout out to my 3 boys at home, Johnny, Carter, and Luke. If you guys were watching tonight, you might be in bed or thinking about being in bed. And I want to give a shout out to my wife Tanya too. They for checking things out and appreciate you guys and love you guys. And it was fun to do this. So thanks for letting me come to Park Rapids to do this. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Once again, congratulations to Park Rapids winning their first football game on Magnitude in a couple of years, or ever since we started broadcasting Park Rapids football games. And a nice shout out to the DJ with all this 80s rock music. And I love it. I love it. Maybe age myself with that statement, but that's okay. I'm not too concerned about that. So once again, we'll talk to you on Tuesday. The DGF Rebels and Park Rapids Panthers on the volleyball court. For Bo, my name's Mike Mason. Thank you to everybody who watched, whether you're cheering on the Panthers or cheering on the Warriors. We hope the only thing you didn't enjoy about the broadcast was maybe the final numbers on the scoreboard. Outside of that, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast from start to finish. That's going to wrap it up for us, and we'll talk to you again on Tuesday here for high school volleyball on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.